Atlantic League champion York Revolution is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball on WOYK is brought to you by People's Bank, Wellspan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, Neighborhood SureSave Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer and Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swinging a ground ball, rolled to short, Dent's got it, throws, it's over! And the York Revolution are 2017 Atlantic League champions!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good morning, everyone, from Clipper Magazine Stadium here in downtown Lancaster. Welcome to game number 22 of York Revolution Baseball. Today, the series finale and a quick turnaround from last night's 12-inning loss. Revs trying to avoid the sweep today as they take on the Lancaster Barnstormers. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry alongside Michael Mark Antonini. Welcome to Revs Baseball on a beautiful sunny Thursday morning here at the Clip. And the Revs coming in at 10-11, Lancaster at 18-5, first place by 3.5 over Sugar Land, 7 over York. They've won a franchise record 12 in a row. And Michael, a big one today. If you get a win, you get out of here only dropping 1 game back in the standings. You'd be 6 behind, but a loss today, you'd be 8 games back. And the Revs certainly want to be the team to end this incredible win streak that their rivals have put together.
Right, and this is a chance to come out hungry. A short turnaround like you mentioned, but a chance to come out hungry and get a game and salvage a win in this series. A big game today. I mean, again, it's not going to put you up multiple games in the standings. It's not going to get them up to where Lancaster is, but it's going to do a little bit, and that's all you can ask for in a one-game scenario here. Just a chance to reset, hit the reset button and come out and get a win.
Now the Revs will go with Zach Groats here today. Left-hander Tommy Shirley for the Barnstormers. And one thing, Michael, the Revs do need to hit left-hand pitchers better, and they will try to do that, obviously, here today.
Yeah, the Revs haven't won a game against a left-handed starter this season. Nate Reed, who started game 1 of this series, has beat him now 3 times this year. So Lancaster lefties have particularly given the Revs a little bit of an issue. But the Revs got to Shirley a little bit in his one appearance against the Revs this season, an inning and a third, 3 runs, 2 earned. They got to Shirley back in the first series between these teams. So, I mean, they've seen him before, not a lot, but they've seen him, and that's a good sign moving forward today.
Well, Barnstormers taking the field shortly. We caught up with the birthday boy, Mark Mason, who turns 59 today. We caught up with him down in the manager's office a short time ago for today's Broadway transmission. Manager's report.
All right, May, it's a tough one here last night. Your team sure battled some really clutch hits in the 8th inning. Of course, you don't get hardly any breaks. Dense ball hits the pitcher's foot. Could have maybe won the game. A lot of hard hit balls that were caught. Do you come away with that one encouraged by a late rally, or do you come away with more frustration at some missed opportunities and some bad breaks that maybe you couldn't even control?
I mean, you want to win. You're here all night, and you're in your bullpen, and you see guys out there laying it on the line. You know, both ways, position players and pitchers, and I mean they're battling as hard as they can. I thought we did a great job to come back and tie the game at 3-3. We left 10 guys on base, or 11, whatever it was, and so we had some opportunities. They made some great plays in the outfield again last night. There was a diving catch on Dotel. The ball that Den hits late in the game when Rincon was in there pitching, like you said, ricochets off the pitcher. Off the bat, it looks like a base hit up the middle. Next thing you know, it's off the pitcher to the shortstop, and Den's out probably by half a step at first base. So, yeah, it was just kind of one of those weird nights, but it was optimistic to see 12 or 13 hits. We put the ball in play a little bit better. I think somebody else that we've recorded here have been well-hit balls that, just weren't in a gap, or they were more like right at somebody. But, overall, I thought Severino, I thought he did a great job pitching. You know, I thought maybe there were some questionable ball strike calls, I thought. And I'm not the only one that thought that. I think some other people did too. But he still did a good job. And the main thing we have to do against these guys, and we did it really well the first series when we won 3 out of 4. We got to control the running game better. You know, they are going to run. They don't care. I mean, they won the game last night with small ball, Galen bunts. You know, and that's a situation where you can't defend everything. You know, you bring infield in. I could have walked him. You know, now you load the bases, and you got the 4-hole hitter up with 1 out. And, you know, I mean, Tyler was a little bit off the mark, so he had just hit Bortnick. So I really didn't want to load the bases and maybe walk a guy or something like that. So, you know, it's just I mean, it's just one of those things where you try to defend as much as you can. I used the intentional walk twice last night, and it got us out of some innings. But, you know, I thought Sides did a great job pitching out of a big jam right there with bases loaded. You know, so, I mean, we're fighting. You know, we're fighting. And, you know, hopefully today we can get a win. It would be nice to get them off their winning streak and come out here only dropping 1 game in the standings instead of 3.
I'm sure one thing that you want to see offensively is better success against lefties, and you're facing one today. Is there any kind of common theme, or has it been kind of an individual case based on who you faced?
You know what? It looks to me with the left-handed pitchers that we faced that we're not having good approaches. We take real hittable pitches for strikes, and then when we get behind in the count, we chase a lot of stuff on the ground. That I know it's easy standing in the dugout to be like, you know, you can tell that's a ball out of his hand, but in the batter's box it's different. But we do swing and miss at a lot of off-speed pitches that are not strikes when there's left-handers in the game for the other team. So if we're going to correct that, you know, we have to do a better job of that, and our left-handed hitters really have to start to recognize, you know, what the plan of attack is on them, and we need to adjust to that.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck today.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Starting lineups here today brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Revs, Jared Mitchell will lead off in right field. Casilla gets a day off, so Melky Mesa will move up to second in the order DHing. Wellington Dotel in left field is batting third. Cleanup man at first base is Michael Burgess. Jose Cuevas at third base will bat fifth. Travis Witherspoon is more in the middle of the order today, in center field hitting sixth. Ryan Dent will play shortstop and bat seventh. Ruby Silva at second base hits eighth. And Tyler Clark will do the catching for Zach Groats and bat ninth. Again, Mitchell, Mesa, Dotel, Burgess, Cuevas, Witherspoon, Dent, Silva, and Clark for the Revs. That lineup facing Tommy Shirley. For the Barnstormers today, they will have Darian Sanford in center leading things off. Tyler Bortnick, the third baseman, bats second. Blake Galen will DH and hit third. Cleanup hitter is Ryan Castile, a catcher, but today he's playing first base. Trayvon Robinson in left field bats fifth. Vladimir Frias at shortstop will hit sixth. Keenan Walker in right field hits seventh. Anderson De La Rosa will catch and bat eighth. And Rico Noel at second base hitting ninth. Again, Sanford, Bortnick, Galen, Castile, Robinson, Frias, Walker, De La Rosa, and Noel for the Barnstormers as Shirley finishes his warm-ups. He comes in with a record of 3-0, ERA of 4.41, 4 outings, 3 starts. So pretty good success. Does have a little bit higher ERA than some of the others in the rotation, but Revs are trying to find some success against lefties, and they hope that that begins here today. Mitchell digs in. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is on the way, and he takes it. It is a called strike. We are underway right on time, and a hat tip to the Barnstormers staff. It's 11 a.m. on the dot. Here's the 0-1 to Mitchell, and he swings, and I think missed it. It bounced off De La Rosa's glove and went back. Either way, it's 0-2. Mitchell coming in at 218, 2 home runs, 6 knocked in. Shirley, big, tall left-hander, 6'5", he delivers. And a swing and a miss. A high fastball gets him. And a good start for the Barnstormers lefty here today.
Well, a great start right there for the man on the mound, Shirley. And Mitchell goes after a fastball there. Can't fault him for that. You want to try to hit the fastballs. Just not able to get the bat on the ball there.
Revs have struck out a lot. Last night, 14 times in the extra inning game. Here's Melky Mesa DHing, and he takes a first pitch strike. He comes in hitting a 280 in 7 games played, a home run and 5 driven in. 2 for 6 last night. It's the overhead wind, the 0-1, and he leaves it up high. The Revs are in their alternate black here today on the road. Lancaster home white. And there is not a cloud in the sky, completely sunny, blue skies, 76 degrees. There's the 1-1, and that's in tight. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Mesa and then Dotel following Mitchell here in the first inning. Shirley with the 2-1, swinging a foul tip back to the netting. Revs are facing Shirley for the first time this season. Last year with Lancaster, he was 3-5 with a 6.57 ERA, mostly in the second half. He had a preseason injury that cost him much of the first half. The Western PA native comes home, and a swing and a liner yanked foul into the seats. That ball cutting in on Mesa, who couldn't keep it fair. And he put his hands up to his head and winced as he saw that go into a pack of fans down the third base line. And today is not a school day. It's actually for older folks here today. Many of them are trying to get in the shade down that side. Pretty good turnout. Shirley comes home. And a swing and a miss. A cutter. Oh no, it bounced out of the glove of De La Rosa, but it was not a foul tip. It was a swing and miss. And De La Rosa will throw down to first. Mesa realized it and took off. But the out is recorded, and it's back-to-back strikeouts to start today's game.
Mace talked about it in the pregame. This team put a lot of balls in play last night. Even though they did strike out a lot, it was a 12-inning game, so you're going to get more strikeouts with more innings. But Revs put the ball in play a lot last night. It's part of the reason why they came back late. So far today, they haven't put one in play yet.
Here's Dotel now. Base is empty, 2 outs. Pitch from Shirley. He swings, grounds it sharply, but right at second. Noel a step to the right. He backhands it and throws to first. Dotel went after the first pitch, hit it fairly sharply, but the Revs in all 3 games in this series in the first inning have 1 ground out and 2 strikeouts going down in order. And that is the case again today. At the end of a half inning, it's the Revs nothing and the Barnstormers coming up.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Daly Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Dale E. Anstein, consultations are always free, and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE law.com.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
No score. Zach Groats getting set to go. Would have made a start 8 days ago at home, but doubleheader was rained out. It will be his second start. His first one was absolutely brilliant. 5 scoreless against the Road Warriors on May 2nd at home. Overall, he's no record, 0.75 ERA in 4 outings, 1 start. He's slapping his right leg for some reason.
Yeah.
I hope he's all right.
I did notice that. I don't know if that's just a pump-up tactic or what.
If he had something in his eye, looked a little bothered. Kind of spit there. I don't know if he's maybe swallowed a bug. Darian Sanford leads off and swings through the first one. A foul tip right into Tyler Clark's mitt. Sanford hitting at 256. 14 steals, which leads the league. Has scuffled with the bat a little bit here of late. It's the 0-1, and he swings and misses on a cutter from Groats. When Sanford came to the league last year, they knew about his speed. The question was, would he hit enough? He did last year. Here's the 0-2. And called third strike. Fastball outside corner at the knees. It was a perfect spot. And Groats gets him on 3 pitches.
Great spot. Maybe that's a little off the plate, and honestly, a little bit of a late call there from Bill Reuter. So that's something to keep an eye on going forward. But if you're going to get the call, live outside. You don't need to essentially necessarily throw a strike if you're going to get the call a little bit off the plate. Good setup by Clark. He does such a good job working with these pitchers, and he's set up really well there.
Now Tyler Bortnick. First pitch from Groats. Bortnick swings and fouls it away down the first base side. Sanford is now 2 for 12 in this series. The Revs have struck him out 8 times in 12 at-bats. Makes you wonder if opposing pitchers in the league are starting to figure him out. The 0-1, and a swing and a ground ball chipped to second. Right at Silva. He's got it and throws to first for the out. Hit softly, and Bortnick, I think, threw his bat harder than he hit the baseball.
I was going to say.
Didn't really hustle down the line either. 2 outs.
Now, Bortnick also, I think his jersey's a size too big. His sleeves are almost like 3/4, but yeah, he's not happy with himself chopping one out to second there.
I'll bring up Blake Galen. By the way, did you notice, Michael, I only do 11 a.m. games. I made you do the 10:30 game a couple weeks ago.
How about that perfect start time, 11 a.m. sharp?
Here's Galen lining one. Oh, off the glove of Silva and into right center. So the first base runner of the day. It was a bullet, but Silva is going to feel like he should have had it. He slaps his glove. He reached up and just misjudged it a little bit. Right off the end as it ricocheted into the outfield.
That's all that is, misjudge it a little bit. And the ball hard hit. It's tough to read that one. And Silva was in the outfield last night. Now a quick transition to the infield here today.
That is a base hit for Galen. Here is Ryan Castile playing at first base today. Groats holds and now steps off, and I wonder if that's a sign of things to come today, trying to do a better job with controlling the running game. Galen not their top threat, but does have 2 steals. The Barnstormers run almost all the time on the first chance. Here's a swing and a ground ball foul down to Ross Peoples at third. Lead the league with 47 steals. The next highest team total belongs to Somerset with 27. And if you add Noel and Sanford together, they almost have that total by themselves. There's the 0-1, and a swing and a foul loop toward the first base upper deck area. It bounces off signage and down below. Groats, it was only the 8th hit that he's given up in 12 2/3. Coming in, opponents hitting 167. 12 innings coming in, 1 run allowed, 3 walks, 12 strikeouts. in 4 outings and 1 start. Now the 0-2, and it misses down and away. He has been every bit as good as advertised when they picked him up in the dispersal draft. He just needs more innings with the rainouts and off days, and one of his scheduled starts wiped away. And since then, he only got 2 innings in relief, but was excellent. He fires, runner goes, and a breaking ball missed away. Clark the throw to the shortstop side of the bag. Silva was covering with a right-hand hitter. He couldn't stop it. Dent backs it up. It's a steal for Galen, and that is their 48th here in their 24th game played.
It's not stopping anytime soon, and Groats was relatively quick to the plate there. But Clark, it seemed like he had to rush the throw, and that forces him to throw it to the other side of the bag, and Galen speed kills.
That is their 27th here in their 10th game against York. By the way, today, game number 22 for the Revs, 10 of the first 22 against Lancaster. Here's the 2-2, and it cuts outside. Slider from Zach, a full count on Castile. Trayvon Robinson is on deck. Terdoslavich gets the day game off today. He is not in the lineup. Now Groats ready with it. And the payoff pitch, swinging a ground ball off the end of the bat, deep short. Dent lays out, knocks it down. Galen will stop at third base. It's an infield hit. And Dent really had to range. And even with as good as he is, having to go that far, there would have been no play. He keeps it in the infield, though, which at that point had to become the goal. Make sure that Galen doesn't score on it.
Saved a run, and that's all you can ask for on that play. Good job to get to it. And now that gives Groats a chance to get out of the inning himself and not have to worry about anybody scoring.
It'll be Trayvon Robinson who he faces. Coming in at 296 with a home run and 7 knocked in. This is the stretch from Groats. And the first pitch, swing, and he fouls it back. A little bit late on the fastball. Castile at first base is 0 for 1 in stolen base attempts. Galen on at third. And even with first and third, I don't think they would send their catcher. Clark has proven to be a terrific thrower. It's the 0-1, breaking ball, chipped foul over toward Frias, who's on deck. It's 0-2. Obviously in Lancaster, they know about Tyler Clark's arm. He was over here last year. Galen down at 30 at the game-winning squeeze bunt in the 12th inning last night. It was a heck of a game. Didn't go the Revs' way. It was the 0-2, and it just missed low. Groats, who does not fall off to the side on his finish. He finishes straight at the plate, if not even a little bit toward his throwing hand side with that little bit lower angle. And he held his finish for a moment, staring in, hoping that that might catch the bottom of the knee level, but now 1-2. He fires. And there's a called third strike. Went right back with it. Freezes Robinson, who drops the bat and the helmet, staring at Bill Reuter. Throw him out. He showed him up right there. Scoreless first inning for Zach Groats. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. We go to the second inning, no score.
Is your backyard an inspiration or more like an eyesore? Get your backyard ready for summer with Penn Dutch Structures. Our selection of Amish crafted sheds, swing sets, gazebos, and outdoor furniture includes everything you need to play, relax, and entertain all summer long. Take advantage of big savings on our in-stock or built-to-order sheds, or enjoy free delivery and assembly on any of our vinyl swing sets. See our impressive selection of outdoor structures at the Markets at Shrewsbury, located off I-83 on the Susquehanna Trail.
Need to get some cash? No problem. Head to Royal Farms, step up to the ATM, and
get your cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Yep, that's the way we do it at Royal Farms. Some retailers charge to use their ATMs. We don't. Our ATMs are surcharge-free, so you can always get
cash for nothing, 'cause there is no fee.
Anytime at all Royal Farms ATMs.
A bank or credit card fee may apply.
York Country Day School is an independent college preparatory school. It inspires and nurtures the innovative and creative spirit of students as they pursue their intellectual promise. At York Country Day School, students are known and valued, which allows them to engage as compassionate, bold, and active citizens as they identify a purpose outside of themselves and generate the call to better the world. York Country Day School is currently enrolling students beginning at age 2 years, 7 months through grade 12. We invite you to visit for a day and stay for the education of a lifetime. For more information, visit www.ycds.org.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Second inning, no score. Zach Groats leaves runners at the corners. Bill Reuter put up with a massive stare down from Trayvon Robinson. Looked like a pretty good pitch from Groats, though. And Michael Burgess will lead off the second. They overshift. Shirley's first pitch. Burgess shows bunt, and Shirley misses inside. I wonder if
he'll drop one down. You never know.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe he will at some point. Shirley winds, delivers, and it misses outside. Noel is out in shallow right in this alignment. Burgess has had a good series over here, or at least Tuesday's game, a big night, was held hitless last night. Here's the 2-0, and it's a called strike, down and away. At 123 miles an hour.
If Mike is ever going to drop one down, I assume he tried on a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah.
They fall off the other side of the mound.
Shirley the wind, the 2-1, and he missed away. He's trying to stay away from the short side of the ballpark here. Burgess at 221, 4 home runs, 3 of them here. There's the wind, the 3-1. And he swings, pops it up. Long run, Bortnick, who was over by short, into foul ground and out of room as he jumps against the tarp to protect himself. It ends up about halfway back. Third base side stands 3-2. Burgess, Cuevas, Witherspoon this inning.
I do for Mervyn.
And a full count. Shirley the overhead wind and delivers. And a swing and a foul back. So Burgess battles him.
He stayed on that breaking pitch really nicely there to foul it back. You could tell the hands were back, his weight was back. He does a good job of that, righty or lefty, doesn't matter.
Shirley nods yes. Another 3-2 on the way. And he missed high. Burgess battles his way on. And a leadoff walk to start the second inning. Our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Frank DiGiulio Jr. out with the forearm issue as the Revs' lone DL man. Here's Jose Cuevas, who came off the DL a little over a week ago. Cuevas hitting at 222, starting to get it going. He's had multiple hits in 2 of the last 3 games. 2 for 4 with a double that sparked the 2-out rally in the 8th last night. First pitch is over for a strike. Revs were down 3-1. Base is empty with 2 outs. Seemed to be going nowhere fast, but Cuevas doubled and was the first of 4 straight hits, tying it up, but never could scratch ahead. 0-1, swings and fouled it down off his foot as it rolls toward third base. And they certainly came close to going in front, no closer than in the 10th inning when Melky Mesa led off extras with a single, their only base runner after the 8th inning. Cuevas sacrificed him to second, but Ryan Dent's bid for another 2-out potential game-deciding hit the pitcher in the foot and went right to short. Pitch here to Cuevas, fouls another one straight down off his foot. He does have protection on that left shin, and after the previous foul, Shirley went right in there with the cutter again. 0-2 it stays. And he'll take a moment and walk it off. How about his cleats? He's got silver spikes to go with the black and silver look today.
I like that a lot. That's smooth right there. And Cuevas bringing out all the stops now that he's off the DL.
Look good, feel good, play good,
yep.
right?
Yes, I mean, you have to at 11 a.m.
Yeah. Me, I have nobody to impress. I just roll in all slovenly. It's the 0-2, and a foul back upstairs. Bounces down and caught by a fan underneath the overhang. I did eat breakfast this morning. That was an accomplishment.
What'd you have?
My wife made eggs and oatmeal. So really well nutritioned for this quick turnaround.
That's huge. That's huge.
Pitch and a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Shirley into glove it. Turns, finds his target. Kind of aimed it to first, but got it there. Burgess does move up to second with one down. Did you eat?
I did. I had some cereal on the bus ride.
Oh.
Banana with some peanut butter. Went to continental breakfast this morning. Had some ice cream. Cashed in on my food voucher for some ice cream here. It's not gourmet, but, you know, it'll work for now.
Never too early for that. Gotta have your dairy. It's Travis Witherspoon. Spoonie at 250, a home run, 5 driven in. Had the night off last night. Shirley with the pitch. It is a called strike, inner edge. Witherspoon is mostly hit 9th or 2nd this year. And in this series, he hit leadoff Tuesday night when Mitchell had the night off, and today he's hitting 6th. Shirley with the 0-1, and that's a called strike down. Witherspoon kind of rolled his eyes on both quickly in an 0-2 hole.
Spoon got his money's worth on the night off last night. 12 innings worth of rest.
Huh.
He's ready to go.
Revs' longest game since August of 2016. The 0-2, and it misses up and in. Longest last year was 11 innings. This year we've already had an 11 and a 12. Revs are 1 game under 500 entering play today. 2nd time this year that they've been at that mark. Pitch to Spoon is fouled away into the upper deck, and it ricochets back down off the first base side. They were 4-5 after losing here on May 5th, and they're at 10-11 entering play today. Have dropped 6 of the last 8, so trying to get hot again. And the pitch, swinging a ground ball past the mound. Frias up the middle from short, gets rid of it. It's low, dug out by Castile, who's playing at first base today, makes the pick. Saves a run for the moment. 2 outs in the inning. Burgess goes to third base.
When you're playing well as a team, all those picks just happen, and it seems like every play gets made. When you're going bad, that's a ball that skips by the first baseman. A run comes in to score for the other team, and right now the Revs not catching those breaks. But the way they've moved runners in the inning is not as much as they'd like. They probably would have liked to mix a hit or 2 in there. But Burgess is over at third base after starting on first, so now gives Den an opportunity to cash in a run here.
Still looking for their first hit. Pitch to Dent is a breaking ball low. And last night he was 1 for 5, tied the game with a single in the 8th. But 3 of his 4 outs were hit hard, including in the 10th inning when he ripped it right back off Garrett Granitz's foot. and right to the shortstop, denying the Revs what would have been their first lead all night. The 1-0, and that misses up high. The Revs had Junior Rincon in the game on their side at that point, and he pitched well last night. They were inches away from maybe a 10-inning win there. It's the overhead wind, the 2-0, and a swing and a foul tip bouncing straight back. Shirley winding up with the runner on at third. No score, second inning. Revs have been streaky here this first month, which I guess a team around 500, you'd almost expect that. Now the 2-1, and it hit him. Shirley's been working inside, and that one got Dent right on the arm. He'll head to first base. He wore it, doesn't rub it, and Ruby Silva will try to capitalize.
Dent keeps finding ways on base. Keeps the inning going and keeps the line moving. And now Ruby Silva, who had a good game last night, gets an opportunity. 2 hits for Ruby last night. Revs had 4 guys with multi-hit games last night, and a couple guys, like Silva, one of them, that were struggling, so always a good sign there.
Here is Ruby. First and third, first pitch. He drag bunts. It's a squeeze. Shirley backhands. The flip to first is late. And Burgess in to score. And Silva takes a page out of the Barnstormers book. The Revs have struck first and have their first lead of this series, 1-0, here in the top of the second. There's a way to pick up the first hit of the day. Brilliantly done.
Oh, that was unbelievable right there. I mean, great recognition by Silva to see that he had an opportunity to do that with a left-hander on the mound. It's a little easier. Shirley, I'm surprised he was able to even flip that ball over to first the way he was stumbling. Pick up the runs any way you can get them, and hey, only 1 hit in the inning. It's an infield hit.
And here's Clark, hits one high and deep in left center. Robinson and Sanford back, and it's gone! Tyler Clark, a 3-run home run! His first with the Revs. And the early work this morning in the cage with Polo has paid immediate dividends. Big high five rounding third, and the Revs with a 4-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. Bust out.
Bottom of the order coming through. I mean, that's awesome to see Tyler get a ball elevated like that. Hit it to maybe the deepest part of the park here, left center. That has to feel good for him, and it's great to see because he calls such a great game and is so good defensively. It'd be great if the bat started coming around. That was huge.
Oh, what a swing. Here's Jared Mitchell at the top, and he takes the first pitch strike. Well, that ought to give him some new life in that dugout today. Holy smokes, did he pound that ball. Now Shirley the wind. Here's the 0-1, and a swing and a foul tip behind the plate. First pitch swinging against a guy that he caught last year. And Clark, he's been working on some specific things, and if you saw him in BP yesterday working on that stuff, I mean, he really wasn't doing much more than popping up or fouling it off in BP. Here's the 0-2, and it misses outside. So the work continued in the cage last night and then today with the quick turnaround as the throw misses Shirley and goes all the way to second base. New ball sent in. And he absolutely crushed it. Deepest part of the park indeed. Here's the 1-2, swinging a foul tip into the mitt of De La Rosa. And Shirley with a strikeout to end the inning. But the Revs with 4 runs in the second inning. A 2-out squeeze from Ruby Silva, and on the very next pitch, Tyler Clark unloads with a 3-run homer. 4-0 York. We go to the bottom of the second.
Hanover Architectural Products Spring Paver Sale is back. From April 30th to May 25th, find select items up to 50% off. Save on select patio pavers, bricks, garden walls, fireplace and fire pit kits, natural landscaping stones, boulders, equipment rental, and organic mulch. Hours are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. Visit them on 500 Hanover Road in Hanover. Call 717-637-0500 or visit paverday.com for more details. That's 500 Hanover Road in Hanover.
The Force is with the York Revolution Friday, May 25th. It's Star Wars night at Peoples Bank Park. Meet your favorite characters from the Star Wars universe. Enter the costume contest, play Star Wars trivia, and catch the Battle of the Death Stars during the game. After the game, witness a space battle over Peoples Bank Park in an Inside the Park fireworks spectacular. Star Wars night, Friday, May 25th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Hey guys, is it time to get your hair in the game?
Time to claim your spot.
Then it's time to check in online at sportclips.com/check-in for a fresh cut, legendary hot steam towel and massaging shampoo.
Time to claim your spot.
So do your hair a favor by checking in online and arrive just in time for your Sport Clips MVP haircut experience while you surround yourself with sports on TV. Get in line online at sportclips.com/check-in.
Time to claim your spot.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Well, just what the doctor ordered for the Revs and for Tyler Clark. 4 runs in the inning on only 2 hits. But they took every advantage of what they had, a walk, a hit batter. And then Ruby Silva, the drag bunt squeeze, and Tyler Clark turns it into a big inning on 1 swing. 4-0 for Zach Groats, who again kind of slapped his thigh after the warm-ups and almost looked like he coughed. Maybe he's dealing with allergies and things like that. Struck out 2 in the first inning, left 2 runners on. First pitch to Frias is in for a strike, raising his arms up above it. Fastball to start him off. Frias was on base all 5 times last night, 3 hits, 2 walks in the game. The 0-1, and he tried to check and appeal to third. No swing is the call. Frias is hopping. He tosses his bat away, claiming that it hit him on the foot, and Bill Reuter now will award him first base. He didn't do it initially, but when Frias started to limp, then they give it to him, and Mace coming out wants to know, why didn't you see that and call it right away? You let the hitter react and then called it.
Yeah, so we just letting the hitter decide now?
Looks that way. I don't think Mace is in too great a humor despite this 4-0 lead and despite it being his birthday. It's been a frustrating series over here.
Yep.
So agitation might come a little bit quicker. Not to mention nobody slept much.
Yeah.
Here's Keenan Walker, switch hitter. He'll bat left. He gets a start today in right field. First pitch is on the outside corner, called strike to start him off. It's hitting at 172. No homers, 3 driven in. Former first rounder of the White Sox. Groats sets, delivers, and a swing and a foul back, out of play. Revs a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. They will be home for the next week, beginning tomorrow night. Bless you. It's the 0-2, and a swing and a foul out of play down the third base side. Walker with bright yellow tape on the bat handle, kind of a burgundy colored bat. Open stance from the left. Groats another 0-2. And a swing and a miss. He got him upstairs. Walker, a three-quarter swing. Realized once he started he was in trouble. And Groats with strikeouts for 3 of his first 4 outs today.
Keeping guys off balance. He went with the fastball there. We know he's got a couple other out pitches as well, and he keeps guys off balance because of the way he comes to the plate. He's not a side armor with his release, but when he comes to the plate, his body kind of turns towards or leans toward third base, and then he comes across. Overhand, but he comes across the plate with it.
Now Anderson De La Rosa will stand in, hitting at 167. First pitch, fastball down and away. He catches the early game after the 12-inning game last night. Barnstormers are actually 9-0 when Castile catches, but De La Rosa is very good back there as well. Now move to first, back standing is Frias. De La Rosa climbs back in. Revs play him to pull it slightly. Double play depth in the infield. The 1-0, and there's a fastball for a strike. Revs are 4-5 against Lancaster. 1-4 over here. They went 3-1 opening weekend at home. Won't see these guys again till just past the middle of July. Runner goes, pitch is hit in the air, left field. Dotel was deep. He'll come in a few steps and makes the grab, and he'll air it out. Back into second. Silva cuts it off as Frias hurries back. 2 down in the inning.
I mean, that if Silva had caught that ball cleanly and maybe had an extra half second, I think they get him. I mean, Frias wasn't at the bag when the throw came into the infield. It was close, but Groats made a good pitch. The runner goes, but put it in the zone, and you force De La Rosa to swing at it. That shuts down the running game in one way.
Yeah. We'll bring up Rico Noel. He comes in today at 467 with the batting average. First pitch, he swings, hits it in the air, right field. It sends Mitchell back onto the track, but he's got room. Not enough from Noel. And Mitchell in the middle of the warning track catches it in front of the porch in right to end the inning. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. A leadoff hit batter, but Frias does not advance, and we go to the third. Revs in front, 4-0.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The Revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
Revs with a 4-0 lead. 4 runs last inning. Tyler Clark, the big blow against his former team. And it'll be Mesa, Dotel, and Burgess here in the third to get things going. Clark, who As we have detailed, has caught so well and called good games. Everybody likes him. Has struggled at the plate, but a big home run. That gives the whole team a huge boost. Here's Mesa, who struck out his first time up. First pitch from Shirley is taken up the middle and a base hit. Mesa goes down to get the off-speed offering. And a little bit of a thud off the end of the bat, but serves it up the middle. Revs with their third hit.
Another first pitch swinging hit. And if the Revs can continue to attack early in counts, that's going to help a lot. I know Mace wants these guys to see a lot of pitches, but if you're going to get a pitch you can do something with, I'm sure he wants them hacking at it, and Mesa did a job there.
Here's Dotel, he grounded out to second his first time. And he shows bunts. Did he bunt through it or pull it back? It was high. Looks like he pulled it back in time.
Ooh, I thought he went.
Oof.
Got away with one there if that is a ball. Scoreboard doesn't, oh, now it has it.
By the way, looking down in that Revs third base dugout, it's only Mace at the moment with Sandy at first, Polo at third. Pitch to Dotel. He broke his bat, loops a pop-up over short, and that's going to drop. Frias going out, couldn't find it. Lost his hat. He got spun around. It was more to his left. And Dotel bloops it in first and second with nobody out.
6-game hit streak for him now. And Mesa read that well going to second base on that one. But back to your point, yeah, Fletch has his son's middle school promotion to high school, graduation type thing. So the word on the bus was that he flew out 6 a.m. this morning.
Oh.
Might as well have just stayed up.
Yeah. Well, that's what we'll be doing next week. Here's Burgess, and he swings and misses, going after a breaking ball, trying to catch a hanger first pitch. He walked and scored in the second inning. Shirley ready, and the 0-1 swing, and he fouls it off third base side. Shirley, a former 9th round pick of the Astros in 2010, made it to AAA. Came out of Xavier University. He's now 29 years old. AAA with the Astros, some AA time with the Tigers briefly 2 years ago. He fires. And a swing and a pop-up, foul ground at third. Bortnick is over, eyeing up the stands, approaching the tarp and out of room, as it did get in 2 rows back in the seats.
Bortnick's had some adventures over there in foul ground this series so far.
And they charged him with an error last night, which helped assure that Kevin Munson was only charged with unearned runs in that 8th inning. Bortnick trying to navigate the camera well last night. And it would have ended the inning, but Revs ultimately tied the game. Even though they didn't win, you're glad to see them battle late like that. Very easily could have gotten a break to win that game. 0-2, and a swing and a miss. He got Burgess to reach for a changeup down and away. 1 out in the inning, 4th strikeout for Shirley. Jose Cuevas up next. Tyler Clark's home run, our Jimmy John's delivery of the game. Jimmy John's now delivers from 3 locations in York, 970 Loucks Road, 2058 South Queen Street, and 150 Memory Lane. Jimmy John's, where fresh and fast meet. It's about that time to place your lunch order today. Here's Cuevas, first pitch, he lines it, right center, base hit. Mesa read it, he's at third, he's being sent. Walker from shallow right, the throw at 2 hops to the plate, and it's late. And Mesa scores standing, beating the throw home. It's 5-0 York. Cuevas jumps on the first pitch and rips the RBI single the other way.
Staying hot early in the count. Love to see that from these guys, especially a day game where It's getaway day now. I know we're only going half hour back home, but it's getaway day. These guys want to hop on the first good pitch they see, and it's paying dividends.
Ross Peoples will pay a visit. So today, both managers are also serving as pitching coaches. Peoples does it all the time this year. Scott Patterson stepping away to help run the baseball facility back home that he works at. So 3 hits in the inning. Last inning, they got 4 runs on only 2 hits. This inning, 3 hits. And now 5 runs on 5 hits total here in the first 3 innings. Witherspoon coming up with Dotel at second, and now Cuevas on with the RBI hit. It's his 5th run batted in with York. And didn't try to do too much, just served it over the second baseman. Pitch to Spoon, he takes inside. By the way, Bill Reuter balls and strikes. Manolo Alejandro at first. Mario Rosas at third base today. Umpires in their daytime light blue jerseys. 1-0, and that's in the dirt, blocked by De La Rosa. So a hitter's count for Witherspoon. And the Revs, not sure that they've had this much success against any lefty yet this season. The approach today has been much improved. There's the stretch from Shirley. The 2-0, and a backdoor breaking ball dips in for a called strike. Witherspoon's going to need a Taylor. The back left side of his pants is ripped.
I did notice that his last time up.
2-1. He swings, rips it at third. It's picked by Bortnick. Throws to second, the turn to first, just in time. And Dotel stopped at second. He thought it was grabbed on the fly. Bortnick had all day to go to third base if he wanted to, but he got the double play by going around the horn. So the Revs will settle for 1 run in the inning, even though it was another hard-hit ball. Bortnick made a great pick. 3 hits and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. It is York 5, Lancaster nothing.
We were with you when you were struggling with the challenges of being a young athlete, before the challenges of keeping fit while working 9 to 5, and long before Pilates and Zumba were even a thing.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes outfitted you as a young athlete. When you slipped into a new sport practically every season, you learned a lot, and you grew strong. Now that you're an adult, why stop? Flying Feet has the brands and the styles that will increase your performance no matter how you choose to maintain your fitness. Just like when you were a kid, when you shop Flying Feet, you know you'll walk away with the best fit and natural comfort. Flying Feet stocks fitness shoes and all kinds of fitness gear. So, what do you do these days? Trail walking? Working out on the track, on the street, in the gym? Sign up for exercise classes like Pilates, Zumba, or need shoes for weightlifting? It doesn't matter what you're into, you can always count on Flying Feet. It's the one sportswear specialty store that's truly ageless.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Remember when an app was listen only? Oh yeah, that was kind of us, wasn't it? Well, we have a new app. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores and take Sports Radio 1350 on the go like never before. Listen on the go like always, and now get easier access to archived games and programs on demand. Watch WOYK game broadcasts on YouTube and so much more. Search the new WOYK on the Apple and Google Play stores and download today. It's not just an app, it's a lifestyle. Sports Radio 1350. First in York, first in sports. The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Five 0 York. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Again, Zach Groats coughing and slapping his leg after finishing warm-ups. It might be allergies or a cold, but Scoreless the first time through the order. Sanford at the top will lead things off. Bright struck him out looking to begin his day. And his first pitch here in the third, Sanford shows bunt. Breaking ball misses outside. And he may start to think about bunting. 2 for 12 in this series with 8 strikeouts. There's the wind, the 1-0. And he swings, little dribbler, swinging bunt. Groats is over, gloves, throws, got him. Great play. Zach Groats lunging toward the first base line, cut it off with the glove hand reach, and still falling toward that first base line. Got the throw away just in time. Michael, you risk hitting the runner in the back when your momentum's going toward the first base line like that.
Yeah, and that play had to be crisp like that. It had to be everything in motion, fielding it on one try. A bobble would have cost him. Nice play to get to Speedy Sanford, knowing that Sanford runs well.
Here's Tyler Bortnick, who grounded to second his first time. Pitch from Groats is down and away. Revs a 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. The previous visit here in early May, they lost the first 2 and then won 4-0 in the finale. It's the 1-0, and that's right through. It's a called strike. 89 on the gun. Groats, who tied for the league lead in appearances with Bridgeport last season. Here's the pitch, and it just missed inside. He was 4-3 with a 3.77 ERA, 67 games. And before that, some time in the Astros and Dodgers systems and the Frontier League. The 2-1 and a foul tip back to the net. This is his age 24 season. And he was a tough customer out of the bullpen with Bridgeport last year, but off to a spectacular start here in York in his 4th pro season. Now grips it, winds and fires, and just missed the corner, down and away, 3-2.
That's really tough to hit as a right-handed hitter, to have to, I mean, Bortnick didn't swing there, but if he had to try to swing at one at the outer half when Groats is coming from the third base side where he leans and then throwing across his body.
Now the payoff pitch, swinging a bouncing ball to short, Dent stepping up, gloves it, sets, fires to first, 2 down. And again, Bortnick more interested in the bat throw than running down the line. Dent had plenty of time to get him.
He's got to be careful with that, because that's a ball where the catcher is going to go back up first and try to go there on an angle. I mean, that's a case where you can hit the catcher. I mean, you can hit somebody. Even so, take more energy throwing the bat than running to first.
Tyler Clark was just chatting with Bill Reuter there. Wonder if it might have been about that. Here's Blake Galen, who singled in the first. First pitch this time, he pops it up. Shallow left, Dotel was way deep. Races in and he runs it down. That ball was hanging in the air, some serious hang time, and Dotel able to get to it on a dead sprint. First 1, 2, 3 of the day for Groats, and it was a quick one. We go to the 4th. Michael with the play-by-play. The Revs with a 5-0 lead.
Looks like Mother Nature decided to skip spring and just turn on the heat. So we're going to do the same. This is Doug Sprankle, sales manager at York Mitsubishi. The heat is on to sell some new Mitsubishis and empty the lot. So come check out the all-new Eclipse Cross ES all-wheel drive. Lease it for just $189 a month for 36 months, 12,000 miles per year. Or the always popular Outlander Sport ES as low as $18,990. Growing families will love the 7-passenger Outlander ES. Get it for as low as $21,390. And as gas prices nose above $3 a gallon, you'll definitely want to take a look at the fuel-sipping 40-plus mile per gallon 2018 Mirage. Buy it for just $11,990. Plus, as always, we're hooking you up with an industry-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. The heat is on at York Mitsubishi, around the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, York, where Mitsubishi's always cost less. Come check us out at YorkMitsubishi.com.
$39.99 down plus first payment and security deposit. Tax and tax extra. See dealer for details.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Jay Gauls. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sport Radio 1350, WYK. First in York, first in sports.
5-0 Revs, top of the fourth inning from Clipper Magazine Stadium in downtown Lancaster. Game 3 of a 3-game series. Revs dropped the first two, a tough loss last night, 4-3 in 12 innings. Blake Galen's walk-off bunt single was the difference off Tyler Cravey. The Revs looking good so far today, a 5-0 lead. They've done it on 5 hits, and Ryan Dent leads off the top of the fourth against Tommy Shirley. First pitch to Dent is a fastball right there for a strike, 0-1. Dent, Silva, and Clark, 7-8-9 for the Revs. So part of the lineup that's had success today has yet to be retired. All three reached their first time up. Now Shirley out of the windup. Ready's the 0-1. Here it is. Dent swings and fouls it out of play down the right field side. I think that one went out of the stadium. 0-2 the count. Zach Groats has thrown 3 shutout innings for the Revs today. He's given up just 2 hits. Defense behind him has been solid. The 0-2 to Dent. Chops that one foul. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. The Revs scored first. They put up a 4-run second inning. Capped off by Tyler Clark's 3-run homer. They got another run on Cuevas' RBI single in the third. Dent takes high and inside, almost clipped his jersey, and he's going to ask Bill Reuter if it got his jersey. Dent talking things over with Bill, and the two having a lengthy discussion there. Dent thinks it hit him. Bill Reuter thinks otherwise. Dent motioning back to the dugout. Mace just puts his hand up, wondering why he didn't get the call there. So it is a ball, 1-2 the count. Dent wanted the base. Shirley readies the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Dent chops that one foul. He goes to a knee. I think he chopped it off his foot. He'll step out and adjust his batting gloves, regroup. 5-0 York, top of the fourth. Revs jumped on the board on a Ruby Silva 2-out drag bunt single. Beat the play at first, just barely. That's what started the 4-run first. All the runs with 2 outs. 4 on second. Now the 1-2 to Dent. Fouls this one off down the right field side, out of play. Into their picnic area out there, and Ryan Dent hanging in. It's the 4th pitch he's fouled off in the at-bat. So he's on Shirley. Tommy Shirley had a visit from his manager, Ross Peoples, in the last inning, got out of the jam. The 1-2 again. Dent pops this one up, second base side. Drifting into shallow right is Rico Noel. He's under it. Makes the grab about 5 feet in right. And that's out number 1 in the top of the fourth. That brings up Silva, just mentioning the bunt single he had. An excellent bunt.
Now batting the second baseman, Ruby Silva.
To drop that down in that situation took a lot of guts with 2 outs. But he dropped it down perfectly, and it got the Revs a run, started a rally. That was the second bunt single for the Revs this season. Alexi Casilla had the other. The first pitch to Ruby. Chopper up the middle. That's a first pitch base hit. So Ruby's seen 2 pitches today. He has 2 base hits. Second straight multi-hit game for him. Ruby Silva, after a day off in game 1 of this series, has 2 hits today and 2 hits yesterday. And the 2 hits today I mentioned are important because they're against a left-handed pitcher. And Ruby hasn't seen lefties that well this season. So far today, looking good at it. That brings up Tyler Clark, who hit the 3-run shot to left center in the second. 1 out, man on first. The ball outside, 1-0. 5-0 Revs, top of the fourth. Ruby Silva, he just singled up the middle over at first. Now Clark batting from the right side. He is a switch hitter. The lefty on the mound. And the pitch to him. That one misses low and away. 2-0. Short lead for Silva at first. He's being held on. Now Shirley comes to the plate. He misses high and away. 3 balls and no strikes to Tyler Clark. Coming in today, Ruby Silva was hitting just 105 against left-handed pitching. 2 hits in 19 at-bats. He has 2 hits in 2 at-bats today. The 3-0 to Tyler Clark. That misses as well, a 4-pitch walk. And I can't imagine the leash is going to be much longer on Tommy Shirley. No bullpen action right now for the Stormers. But the game already 5-0. The Revs have first and second with no one out here in the 4th. Both teams had to burn a lot of pitching last night in the 12-inning affair, so both managers would like their starter to go into the game deep. The Barnstormers used 7 pitchers last night. The Revs used 6. Now time is called as the Revs leadoff hitter Jared Mitchell comes to the plate. 5-0 lead for the Revs, top of the 4th, looking to cash in on a couple more. First and second. Double play depth for the Stormers. Mitchell swings at the first pitch and sends one out of play, foul left field side. No balls and 1 strike. The 1 out in the inning was the Dent pop-up. That was to lead off the inning. Silva then reached. Clark now on first after a walk. Mitchell is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. A lefty-lefty matchup with Tommy Shirley. Mitchell has not hit left-handed pitching well either. And now time is called as Shirley was taking forever to take his sign from De La Rosa. Now Mitchell back in the box. Southpaw checks second, now comes to the plate. Mitchell tried to check his swing, but Bill Reuter says he went around. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Mitchell, who's only hitting 148 against left-handed pitching this season, 4 for 27. The 1 extra base hit he has against left-handed pitching was a double. Now he's faced with an 0-2 hole. 1 out, runners at first and second. Big hole between short and third if Mitchell can go the other way. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider. And Mitchell's rung up for the 3rd time today. A hat trick. Not the good kind of hat trick. That's out number 2 in the inning. Runners remain at first and second. Here's Melky Mesa, who's in the 2-hole today, DHing again. He's gotten the bulk of his action at DH. He's played in the outfield twice this season, 1 starting left, 1 in right. Starting left only went 2.5 innings as he was removed from that game with a hamstring injury. First pitch he sees, a broken bat jam shot up the middle on 1 bounce. Frias has it. He'll throw over to first, and the inning is over. So Mesa again swinging at the first pitch. This time he loses a baseball bat in the process, and the inning is over. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Revs leading the Barnstormers 5-0 in this game. We'll see if Zach Groats can keep it there. You're listening on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
The Force is with the York Revolution Friday, May 25th. It's Star Wars night at People's Bank Park. Meet your favorite characters from the Star Wars universe. Enter the costume contest, play Star Wars trivia, and catch the Battle of the Death Stars during the game. After the game, witness a space battle over People's Bank Park in an inside-the-park fireworks spectacular. Star Wars Night, Friday, May 25th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
5-0 Revs, bottom of the fourth inning from Clipper Magazine Stadium in downtown Lancaster. Michael Marcantonini with you on the call. The Revs got all 5 of their runs in the first 3 innings, 4 in the second, 1 in the third. The Barnstormers yet to crack the scoreboard thanks to Zach Groats, who's dealt 3 scoreless innings so far. His scoreless inning streak at 14 innings right now. Counting this start, 4 straight outings the scoreless streak spans. And Groats has been excellent. He's scattered just 2 hits. He'll face Ryan Castile, the first baseman, to start the bottom of the fourth. First pitch of the inning is sent into right center field, deep right center. Mitchell back, a couple steps in front of the track. He makes the grab. And on one pitch, Zach Groats has the first out of the fourth. Nothing but a lazy fly ball right there. It was hit well. It carried out to right center. Mitchell was almost at the track when he made the grab. But like I said, a lazy fly ball, not really a threat to get out, and it hung up for a while. Here's Trayvon Robinson, who struck out looking his first time up. He'll bat with 1 out and no one on. Robinson had some words for home plate umpire Bill Reuter his last time up. Well, the first pitch to T-Rob is a ball high in the zone, just missed the top of the strike zone. And now he'll step back in the left-handed batter's box. T-Rob, another switch hitter for this Barnstormers club. He swings at that one and misses. 1-1 the count. Groats evens it up. Revs dropped both of the first 2 games of this series. 7-1 on Tuesday night, 4-3 last night in 12 innings. A tough loss. Back at it today, they have the lead though. 1-1 to Trayvon. Chopper to first base. A fair ball backhanded by Burgess. He'll step on the bag himself. 2 up, 2 down for Groats here in the fourth. That ball was close on the line. First base umpire Manolo Alejandro signaled fair right away. Burgess, who fields his position so well, easy taking it to the bag himself. Now here's Vladimir Frias, who, in my opinion, has maybe the best walk-up song I've heard this year. I don't know the name of the song. I don't know who sings it. I don't know what's being said in it. But it's a great walk-up song, you know, a little pump-up techno kind of thing. If you were here in Lancaster at the Clip, you know what I'm talking about, but didn't describe it so well. First pitch to him, a changeup on the outer half. Good pitch from Groats there. He's worked so well with Tyler Clark so far today. Ahead in the count once again. Here's the 0-1 coming to Frias. That one misses low and inside. 1-1. 2 outs in the inning, no one on. 5-0 lead for the Revs. Bottom of inning number 4. Revs looking to end this 12-game winning streak for the Barnstormers. Off to a good start today. And the pitch, fastball high and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. .90 miles an hour on the radar gun there from Groats. Working quickly, he's already back on the hill. And the 2-1 offering. Changeup fouled back, it's 2-2. Frias entered play today hitting .324. 17 runs scored, and if you think that's a lot, well, pretty much everybody on this Barnstormers roster has 17 runs scored or around there. 4 guys have 17 runs scored. All 4 of those tie for the team lead. Rico Noel, Blake Galen, and Darian Sanford have also scored 17 times. The 2-2 pitch, fouled off, over the netting into the seats on the third base side. Looks like everybody's all right. And the count remains 2-2. After today's game, the Revs open up a 3-game home weekend series with the Road Warriors starting tomorrow night. Now the 2-2 misses outside 3-2. It'll be the second time the Revs see the Road Warriors this season. After that, another home series. After an off day Monday, they'll have a home series with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Well, the payoff pitch from Zach Groats. Frias fouls that one out of play as well, so making Groats work here after the first 2 outs were recorded pretty quickly. 5-0 Revs, bottom of the fourth. 8 combined hits in the game. The Revs have 6 of them. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no one on base. Frias from the left side, no batting gloves approach in the high socks. Waiting the pitch from Groats, here it is, misses low and inside, that's ball 4. 4th base runner of the day for the Barnstormers, first walk issued by Groats. Groats hit Frias in the 2nd inning, and so he's reached base safely twice without recording an official at-bat. Over the last 2 games, the Revs have not retired Vladimir Frias. After a 1-for-4 night in Game 1, last night he reached base all 5 times he came up, 3-for-3 with a triple, 2 singles, and 2 intentional walks. Now, first pitch to the next batter, Keenan Walker's a strike on the outer half, 0-1. So in his last 4 plate appearances, Frias has reached on an intentional walk, a hit by pitch, and a walk. Have a day, or have 2 days. 0-1 the count to the switch hitting Walker. Move over to first, back safely. Sound like a broken record saying switch hitter at the plate. Well, the Barnstormers have a ton. They have 6 switch hitters on their roster. 3 switch hitting outfielders, 3 switch hitting infielders. And on first, 2 outs. Walker awaiting the pitch from Groats. Here it is, the 0-1. Changeup misses low and outside, 1-1. Revs lead at 5-0. We're in the bottom of inning number 4. Barnstormers come into play 18-5. Revs 10-11. The Revs tied with the Somerset Patriots for the fewest games played this season. They've had plenty of rainouts. They've only played in 21 games, this being the 22nd. Groats misses off the plate there. Everybody else in the league has played at least 23 coming into today. The Revs and Patriots only 21. The Barnstormers have played in 23 coming in. 2 balls and 1 strike to Walker. The pitch, line drive, base hit over an outstretched glove of Ruby Silva. A 2-out knock for Keenan Walker, the 3rd hit of the day for the Stormers. Sets up first and second for Anderson De La Rosa. So De La Rosa will get a chance with 2 down and 2 on base. 5-0 lead for the Revs, home half of the 4th. Frias on second, he walked on a full count pitch. Walker just singled. Ruby Silva was ever so close to making this grab. Had one earlier in the game hit off his glove. This one over it. And I mentioned Frias had a nice walk-up song earlier. De La Rosa, some Latin music. I'm bumping with that as well. Good vibes here in Lancaster. 2 outs and 2 on. Double steal from the Barnstormers. Ground ball up the middle. Tipped off Groats' glove. Backhanded by Silva. The runner's coming home. Frias is caught in a pickle. The throw home to Clark. Clark running him down. Cuevas has it now. He'll try to run Frias down. Fakes the throw and finally tags out Vladimir Frias. A 1-4-2-5 right there, and the inning is over. So an infield hit for Anderson De La Rosa, but the inning ends because Vladimir Frias tried to score from second on the double steal attempt. So we'll recap what happened there when we come back, but it's 5-0 Revs after 4 complete innings. We'll go to the top of the 5th, see if the Revs can add to their lead here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs reliever Luke Westfall bringing us back here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. Happy to have everyone tuning in or watching on our YouTube live video. Wellington Dotel set to lead off the top of the fifth for the Revs, who lead the Barnstormers 5-0 in this one. Tommy Shirley will get another inning on the hill for Lancaster. The first pitch to Wellington Dotel. The inning is a strike right there, 0-1. Dotel, Burgess, Cuevas, 3-4-5. 4 runs for the Revs in the top of the second inning. They also added 1 in the top of the third. No runs on the board for Lancaster. 4 shutout innings from Zach Groats to this point. Dotel swings at the 0-1 offering, just barely tips it foul. It's 0-2. Looked like he was expecting a fastball there and got on top of breaking ball and swung over it. Dotel today singled in the third. He grounded out to second in the first. Extended his hitting streak to 7 games earlier today. Curveball in there for a strike. Dotel knew it. Didn't look like he was ready to hit. They took the curveball in the outer half. He sees 3 pitches and back to the dugout. Now Michael Burgess. That's strikeout number 6 on the day for Tommy Shirley. 3 of them have come with Jared Mitchell at the plate. Mesa struck out swinging. Dotel looking there, and Burgess, another strikeout victim. He struck out swinging his last time up, but walked and scored a run in the 4-run second. He walked to lead off that inning. First pitch to Mike, swing and a miss, a fastball there. Good cut, just didn't get anything. They put the lefty shift on Burgess again. Castile hugging the line at first, he's back deep. Noel is playing shallow right field. Frias is playing up the middle, he's the shortstop, and the third baseman Bortnick is playing short. A fastball high and away, 1-1. Talked to Mike before yesterday's ball game and told me that he hits about 75% of his balls, at least in his opinion, the other way. So the shift doesn't do a lot against him. The 1-1, swing and a miss, low in the zone. 1-2 the count. And what Mike said was it's more so a mental game for the other team when they shift him, trying to get him to think about pulling the ball, or just at the least getting his head about it, because he is an opposite field hitter when he drives it. 1-2, just misses off the outside corner. I'm pretty sure everybody in the ballpark, including Burgess, thought that was going to be strike 3. But a good take off the plate from Mike, who sees the ball so well. Some great takes in his walk in the second inning that set up a 4-run rally. The 2-2. That one's on the outside corner, and Burgess not happy with that call. You know, from my view up here, it looked like that was a little bit more off the plate than the curveball. But it's that call, that pitch, that Reuter rings up Burgess on. Back-to-back strikeouts looking in the inning. That time the fastball. Previous hitter Dotel went down on a curve. Now with 2 outs and no one on, here's Jose Cuevas. Cuevas 1 for 2 with a single. Cuevas had a couple knocks last night. Single and a double, also scored a run. Swings at the first pitch and chops one foul. Cuevas' double last night came with 2 outs in the top of the 8th with the Revs down 3-1. He doubled down the third base line on a ball that Tyler Bortnick probably makes most of the time. A play that he makes that got down into the Revs bullpen. He reached on a double, then the next batter, Cruz tripled him home, then Dent singled home the tying run. The Revs ended up losing the game though. 0-1 the count on Jose. 2 outs in the inning. The pitch fouls that one out of play. 0-2. 5-0 lead for the Revs. Top of inning number 5. 5 runs on 6 hits. No errors in the game for the Revs. They did not commit an error last night either. Flawless defense. It snapped a streak of 7 games in a row where they did make at least 1 error. Ended up losing in extras though. 0-3 in extras are the Revs this season. So they'll look to do it in regulation today. It was the 0-2 to Cuevas. Hard hit foul ball down the third base line into the Revs bullpen. Count stays 0-2. 5-0 lead for the Revs, and the Revs will absolutely take that. 4-run inning in the second. They then tacked one on in the third. A good sign there to add to the lead. Well, the 0-2 pitch, high and inside to Cuevas, 1-2. Shirley's had to labor through 4 2/3, looking to get through the 5th. 5 strong innings last night for Steve Johnson. Gave up just 1 run. He took a no decision. A curveball on the outside corner, strike 3. Cuevas can't believe it. Hand on his hip. He's upset. He has words for Bill Reuter. Not happy with it all. Shirley strikes out the side. All 3 strikeouts looking. And the Revs go down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits. No errors, no one reached base. We've played 4.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 5-0 Revs here. You're listening on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
My contestant today going against the clock is Andrew.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with Tropical Shaved Ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Little FGL bringing us back in on the broadcast. This is how we roll. Michael Mark Cantonini with you on the call. 5-0 Revs. Bottom of inning number 5 here at Clipper Magazine Stadium in downtown Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Beautiful day for a ball game. Zach Groats out for a 5th inning. He's thrown 4 shutout frames so far. Scoreless inning streak at 15 innings right now. First pitch of the inning is a ball inside to Rico Noel. 1 ball and no strikes. Revs went down 1-2-3 in the top of the 5th. 3 straight called third strikes. Dotel, Burgess, and Cuevas all went down. Dotel knew his was a strike. Burgess and Cuevas had words on questionable calls. with Bill Reuter, the home plate umpire. Revs still leading by 5, though, and Noel, the 9-hitter, swings and fouls one out of play over the Stormers' dugout, 1-1. 9-1-2 for Lancaster, Noel, Sanford, and Bortnick. Groats has done an excellent job keeping guys off base today. Simple as that. He's only allowed 4 base runners. Well, 6 base runners. It was 4 after the walk last inning. 1-1, popped up in the air, right side of the infield. Burgess is under it. Now Silva's over there. It's Burgess that makes the grab in foul territory. Pop out to the first baseman for out number 1. So Noel 0 for 2. Here's Sanford, who's also 0 for 2. Sanford and Bortnick at the top of the lineup, combined 0 for 4 today. 3 groundouts and a strikeout. Groats has done a great job of keeping them off balance. Sanford a swinging bunt last time that he almost beat out, but Groats made a great play, hopping off the mound, going over to the first base line, picking the ball up, and flipping over to Michael Burgess. Now with 1 down and no one on, here's Sanford. Cuevas in at third. Sanford fouls one back into the netting, 0-1. The batting average is low for Darian Sanford, 256 coming in. It's dropped a little bit more with the 0 for 2 so far today. Sanford was kept off base last night, struck out 4 times, was also robbed of 2 hits. Now he drops another bunt down. Groats slips. He picks it up barehanded, off balance throw to first. It gets by Burgess into the bullpen of the Barnstormers. Sanford beats out the infield single on the bunt. No error, though, as he did beat the play, and there was no advancement to second. Groats, that's all he could do is try to wing it over there as he was diving. Luckily for the Revs, it didn't get out of play. It didn't get lodged under the seats of the Barnstormers bullpen. So 1 down and a man on first. Here's Bortnick. Revs have yet to turn a double play today. They turned a nifty double play last night.
Thanks.
Now the first pitch to the right-handed hitting Bortnick. He swings and flies one out of play, foul territory, right field, 0-1. 5-0 lead for the Revs, bottom 5. Game 3 of this 3-game series. The double play the Revs turned last night was a fly out to center. And then they doubled up a base runner. 8-6 double play. Now move over to first, diving back safely is Sanford. It was Ruby Silva that caught a ball at the right center field warning track last night, gunned one into Ryan Dent, the shortstop covering second. They got a runner trying to tag up. It was Bortnick who they got trying to tag and go first to second. Big double play in that game. Now Bortnick up with a man on first and no out. Sanford looks runnerish. Groats taking his time on the mound. Peeks over at first, now time is called. I don't know if Groats even had an intention of throwing a pitch there, more so a stall tactic. See what Sanford would do to see if he would go on maybe first reaction or get him to jump a little bit. Now a little bit bigger lead for Sanford at about the cutout of first base, being held on. Doesn't go, pitch to the plate, fouled off, the count 0-2. The Barnstormers continue to swipe bags. Galen stole a base in the first inning today. It's the only base the Stormers have stolen. They haven't had a lot of opportunities. Just 7 base runners in 5 innings for the Stormers. Revs with a 5-0 advantage. Zach Groats' scoreless streak continues. Man on first, 1 down. Double play depth up the middle for the Revs. Now Groats again staying set on the mound. Time is called. Bortnick asked for it. Now Groats will regroup. Bortnick back in the box. Sanford again a lead to about the first base cutout over at first. Burgess holding him on. Groats looks at first. Now comes the plate. Sanford goes. Pitches Swung on and sent to right center field. Travis Witherspoon ranging over. He makes the grab in the alley. Retreating to first is Sanford. That's out number 2 in the inning. Again, that's one way to control the running game, is throw a hittable pitch, force the batter to swing, and send one in the air. And that sends Sanford back to first. No bad hops in the sky. I mentioned that earlier. It's true. Now with 2 outs, Blake Galen will get a shot. He was the hero last night in the bottom of the 12th, first and third and 1 out. Dropped down a bunt. Lexi Casilla, the second baseman, was playing back. Galen popped it up, but dropped it in front of where Casilla was. Cravey, on the pitcher, fell off the other side of the mound. He couldn't get to it. And that was the ball game. 2 down in the inning, man on first. Groats moves over to first. Back safely is Sanford. On the last AB with Bortnick at the plate, Groats held the ball on the mound and did not come to the plate either of the 2 times. Time was called by Bortnick each time, but it worked. It was effective. Sanford, same lead size he's been getting over at first. Move over, diving back safely there is Sanford. Quick tag from Burgess, just not in time.
Stop it, okay?
5-0 Revs, bottom 5. Zach Groats looking to get through a scoreless 5th here. It would be the second straight start for him where he would go at least 5 scoreless. Now Groats comes set on the mound out of the stretch. Clark sets up outside corner to Galen. Sanford goes, pitch is a ball, throw down to second. It's in time. Tyler Clark throws out another runner. He continues to be awesome behind the dish. That's the 8th runner he's thrown out this season, and the inning is over. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and none left. We've played 5 full from the clip in downtown Lancaster. It's 5-0 Revs. We'll head to the top of the 6th next on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Brimmer has been York's license and notary specialist since 1969. An approved online messenger for PennDOT, it offers registration and driver's license renewals, online title transfers, money orders, and notary service, all with a friendly staff that guarantees your satisfaction. For more information on Brimmer's convenient hours and fast service, call 717-699-1060 in York or visit them on the web at brimmers.com. Brimmer Fast Licensing and Notary Service with 4 convenient locations in York and Lancaster.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs holding a 5-0 lead over the Barnstormers. Travis Witherspoon leads off the top of the 6th for York. It's Spoon, Denton, Silva, 6, 7, 8 against Tommy Shirley, who's worked into the 6th inning. This is his 4th start of the season, 5th appearance overall. The first pitch of the inning to Spoon. Off the hands, fouled over the Barnstormers dugout into the seats. A souvenir for a lucky fan over there. 0-1 on Spoon. Well, the Revs have previously seen Shirley 1 time this season. Logged an inning and a third, gave up 3 runs, 2 earned to the Revs. Faced 7 batters in that relief appearance. First start of the season against the Revs. Spoon fouls another one off. It's 0-2. Coming into today, opponents hitting .292 against Tommy Shirley. He's allowed 4 homers and 4 doubles. He's allowed 1 home run here today, no doubles. The home run was Clark. It was his first of the season. Now the 0-2 to Spoon. Fastball misses just, I guess, high and inside there. Surprised Bill Reuter didn't ring Spoon up there. He rung the last 3 Revs hitters up. Now Shirley readies his 1-2 pitch. That one low and away. Spoon a good take there, looking it all the way in. Counts 2-2. 5-0 Revs, away half of the 6th. 6 hits for York in this one, 5 singles and a homer. The 2-2 to Spoon, way inside there as Spoon lunges out of the way. Counts full, so from 0-2 to 3-2, Travis Witherspoon has worked a solid plate appearance here to lead off the inning. Revs looking to extend their lead. Shirley kicks and fires the 3-2, fouled away, so Spoon will see at least a 7th pitch here in the AB. If the Revs win today, they'll go back to 500. They have only spent 2 days under 500 this season. Hoping to keep that number low. Stay over 500. The 3-2 again. Curveball outside corner. Spoon knew it. It looked like Spoon was headed towards first, but I think he just kind of walked out of the box that way. So either he's upset with the call and just at this point realizes he can't do much about it, or he knew it. So he heads back to the dugout. 4 straight strikeouts for Tommy Shirley. All 4 of those strikeouts have come with Revs looking at the 3rd strike. And the K's continue to pile up. 9 strikeouts in the game for Tommy Shirley. First pitch to Dent is way outside and high, 1-0. The last batter for the Revs not to strike out was Melky Mesa, grounded out in the 4th, but Shirley struck out the last 4 and 5 of the last 6. The 1-0 to Dent, low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. The last batter to reach base against Shirley was Clark, who walked with 1 out in the 4th. He's retired 6 straight. Now the 2-0 to Ryan Dent. That one misses low and outside, 3-0. The Revs got 4 of their 5 runs in the 2nd. Ruby Silva bunt single, brought in a run, and then a 3-run homer to left center from Tyler Clark. Jose Cuevas, an RBI single, brought in the run in the 3rd. Now Dent taking all the way, 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. 5-0 lead for the Revs. Zach Groats has extended his scoreless inning streak to 16 innings. We'll see if he comes back out for a 7th, and it looks like he will. No pen action for the Revs. Dent swinging at the 3-1, drives it out to deep right center. That one has a chance, and that ball is not coming back. The 3rd home run of the season for Ryan Dent. He connects on a 3-1 pitch. He gets something he can drive, and he sends it out of the yard. It's now 6-0 Revs. And Darryl, how about a way to hop back in the booth there? Must be good luck. I didn't think I was going to get any Revs runs today.
No. Well, you've earned it, and Ryan Dent has earned it with all the hard hit balls he's had of late that have been at somebody. And that was a big man shot. That was back onto that ramp in deep right center. He almost inside out of that ball.
Here's Ruby Silva, first pitch from Shirley. He's in there for a strike. How about Ryan Dent, the way he's swinging the bat? Now up to 3 homers, quietly has 3. He's spread them out. 2nd homer against Lancaster this year. The 0-1 to Silva. There's a big hack there, and he fouls it off 0-2.
Looked like it was kind of inner half.
Yeah.
And he took it the other way and with authority.
Well, Dent was saying yesterday in BP that pitchers try to throw him inside. Well, he connected on that one. Now Silva chops one up the middle. That's a knock. 3 for 3 today is Ruby Silva. 5 hits over his last 2 games. And Darryl, he came in with only 2 hits against lefties this season. He has 3 against the left-handed pitcher today.
Yeah, that's awesome. Big day for him. And get some of these numbers to round into form. And I mean, if the law of averages works out, he's going to go on a tear, and I think he will. I mean, we know the talent level that he's got. He had to have been so frustrated the way that the season started, but I think we're on the cusp of seeing some big things from Ruby.
Sure. Ross Peoples out for a talk now with Tommy Shirley. And you had a a great vantage point last year to see Ruby Silva do some damage in September. Only played in 14 games, 7 postseason, 7 regular season, but he made them count. So you know better than anybody from having that behind home plate view what he can do at the plate, and Ruby sure is getting hot right now. Ross Peoples back to the dugout after a brief talk with Tommy Shirley. Tyler Clark steps into the box. He's 1 for 1 with a 3-run homer. He's also walked. The bottom three in the order have only been retired once today. That was Silva on first. Clark takes a ball, outer half. It's 1-0. Dent 1 for 2 with a home run and a hit by pitch. Silva 3 for 3 with 3 singles, and Clark 1 for 1 with a walk and a homer. Now Silva takes off for second. Pitch is taken for a strike. Thrown out is in time. Ruby Silva hung out to dry. That's out number 2 in the inning. Silva's caught trying to swipe second.
That was pretty much a perfect throw. That's what De La Rosa is known for. And the mechanics of it, the release was quick and compact, and the velocity on it was a bullet right on the money.
Now with 2 down, back to the top of the order, and no, it's not Jared Mitchell. I was thinking Clark made an out, but he's still at the in the batter's box. Count now 1 and 2. If it swings and misses at that one. No one on base, 2 down. Shirley looking to work through the 6th. Clark chops one down the third base line, barehanded by Bortnick, throws to first, not in time. And Flacco beats out an infield single. He's 2 for 2. First multi-hit game of the season for Tyler Clark, and his 3rd hit this year against his former team, the Barnstormers. He's having himself a day. Gunned down a runner in the last half inning. Now another hit, and that'll be it for Tommy Shirley. Ross Peoples, a quick walk out to the mound. Peoples rocking the high socks today. He'll take the ball from his starter. New pitcher coming into the ball game. We'll take a quick break and tell you who that is when we come back. It's 6-0 Revs in the top of the 6th. Don't go anywhere. You're listening on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Back here on the broadcast, Michael Marcantini alongside Darrell Henry. New pitcher into the game for the Barnstormers is left-hander John Anderson. He'll face Jared Mitchell with a man on first and 2 outs. 6-0 lead for the Revs, away half of the 6th. Clark just reached on an infield dribbler down to third, beat the play, and that was it for Tommy Shirley, who worked 5 2/3. He gives up 9 hits on the day. He's responsible for the man on first, Clark, so his line is not officially closed. First pitch from Anderson to Mitchell. Curveball in there for a strike. And Jared Mitchell just can't catch a break. Continues to see left-handed pitching. As John Anderson gets a strike over for his first pitch of the afternoon. Anderson pitched in game 1 of this series through a scoreless inning. Clark bluffs a move to second Anderson comes to the plate. Mitchell swings and misses at a changeup low in the zone. Blocked in the dirt by De La Rosa. It's 0-2. The Revs have added to their run here in this 6th inning. Ryan Dent, a one-out solo home run to right center. Silva then singled, but he was caught stealing. Clark then an infield single. Second infield hit of the day for the Revs. Zach Grote 5 scoreless innings for the Revs today. We'll see if he gets a 6th. Mitchell at the plate with an 0-2 count. Here it is. Fastball just misses high. Good take there from Jared. Count 1-2. Well, Mitchell looking to avoid striking out for the 4th time today. Or just getting out for the 4th time today overall. Revs have had a couple guys strike out 4 times in a game this season. Tyler Clark and Ruby Silva have each done it. Not a list you want to be on. 1-2 the count with 2 down to Mitchell. And the pitch from Anderson, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4 for Jared in the game. Tough day for him. But the Revs add a run in the inning. Ryan Dent in opposite field. Home run, his 3rd of the season. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors and none left. Revs lead at 6-0. We'll go to the home half of the 6th. Stick with us on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car, brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
All Revs in this one. It's 6-0 York in the bottom of the 6th inning. Zach Grote's back out for another inning of work. 5 scoreless so far. He's given up just 5 hits, and he continues the trend of slapping himself in the thigh before an inning. I guess that's just his thing. But he's continuing to pitch so well. Scoreless inning streak extended to 16 innings now. And this season he's been phenomenal. He's given up just 1 run in 17 innings now this year. Good for an 0.53 ERA, down from 0.75 to start the day. First batter he faces will be Blake Galen, the DH. He swings at the first pitch and yanks one foul out of play, 0-1. 6-0 Revs, bottom 6. Zach Grote continues to go to work. No bullpen action for the Revs, so this is his game as long as he can go. Face 3-4-5 for the Stormers, Galen, Castile, and Robinson. Galen 1 for 2 today with a single and a steal. The 0-1 pitch from Zach, high and inside, 2-1. It's going to be 1-1. 6 runs on 9 hits for the Revs. Zach Grote has been phenomenal. 1 ball and 1 strike on Blake Galen. And the pitch. Grote comes across the zone with it. Everybody in the park thought that was a strike, but it's not. A ball inside, according to Bill Reuter. It's 2-1. The Revs have been unhappy with a handful of calls from Reuter today. as they have this series and this season. 2 balls and 1 strike. Groats comes to the plate. Breaking ball misses low and outside. It's 3-1. Mace talked about it before the game. He said there were some questionable ball strike calls last night. You can say the same today. Sure, we'll talk to Mace about that after this one. The 3-1. That's in there for a strike on the outside corner. Groats painting the corners, working with Tyler Clark. Not only is Clark calling a good game today, he's thrown out another runner. The 8th time he's done that this season. It's 2 hits, including a home run. Reached base all 3 times. Now the 3-2 pitch. Laced foul into the seats down the right field line.
It's a good pitch, though. He got far enough in that Galen couldn't keep it fair. Too many guys with Galen, they try to come in and they don't get it far enough in, and he'll make you pay.
Galen extends his bat out in front of the zone. Now has it back on his shoulder, awaiting the 3-2 from Groats. No outs in the inning. And the full count pitch. Popped up foul out of play behind home plate. Count remains full. 6-0 Revs, bottom 6. Revs looking to end the Barnstormers' franchise best start to the season and their 12-game winning streak. Groats takes the sign from Clark, who sets up outside. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a foul tip into the glove of Clark. A punch out for Zach Groats. That's 1 down in the inning.
A really good job of working in and out in that at bat. One thing Mays said about some of these young guys on this staff, the thing that sets them apart as young pitchers having success in this veteran league is their confidence. Groats, Severino among those guys. Zach really impressive again today.
1 out, no one on. Right-handed hitting Ryan Castile. First pitch misses outside. Groats now 4 strikeouts in the game. He's gotten 2 guys swinging. Castile 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out to right. The 1-0 pitch, that catches the outer half. It's 1-1. Revs lead at 6-0. We're in the bottom of inning number 6. 4 runs in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 more in the 6th. They have 2 homers today. Ball does fly in this park. Does out to right and right center, at least, where Dent hit his. Clark's went to left center. That was a blast. Deepest part of the park here. That was the big blow. It was a 3-run shot. Now Groats readies the 1-1 to Castile. That one's off the hands, out of play, first base side, 1-2. Revs are 2-2 coming in when they hit multiple home runs. Looking to make it 3-2 today. They're 9-2 when the opponent doesn't hit a home run. And that's happened so far today. The Barnstormers don't have any runs of any kind. Breaking ball chopped out to Cuevas at third. Throw over to first. Burgess comes off the bag a little bit. Steps on it, and there's 2 outs in the inning. An easy hop there for Cuevas. I mean, that doesn't get any easier than that for a third baseman.
Now, how about that one? You take that every time if you could get it. It's like a super ball on McAdam right to him.
I think Castile picked up the Tyler Bortnick irritated bat flip there. Not a bat flip, the irritated bat throw. Now with 2 down and no one on, Trayvon Robinson will get a shot. 0 for 2 today. Struck out looking in first, grounded to Burgess over at first his last time up. Groats comes to the plate. Pitch in on the hands of Robinson, fouled away. No balls and 1 strike. 6-0 lead for the Revs, bottom 6. Finale of a 3-game set here today. The Revs looking to even up the season series at 5 and hand the Barnstormers their 6th loss this year. The 0-1 pitch in there for a strike, 0-2. Groats continues to pump the strike zone. And if the Revs do hand the Barnstormers their 6th loss of the season, 5 of them will be to York. Sugarland Skeeters the other win against Lancaster. Swing and a miss there. Groats another punch out, 2 in the inning, 5 in the game. He's through 6 shutout. The scoreless streak continues at 17 innings now. The ERA continues to dip. And we head to the top of the 7th with the Revs leading the Barnstormers 6-0. A 1-2-3 inning for Groats. We'll go to the top of the 7th next on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
You know, something funny happens when people buy their dream home. They can both look at the same thing and see it in an entirely different way. He sees a man cave, while she sees an art room.
Hi, my name is Ryan Scott with J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, and this has become a common theme from our happy customers. With our competitive rates, quick process, and close-on-time guarantee, why would you choose another mortgage company to finance your dreams? Call us today at 855-JGW-LEND so we can get you on your path towards home ownership.
J.G. Wentworth Home Lending will take care of all the details of purchasing your home so you can focus on what to do once you move in. You know, will that great backyard be a beautiful garden? Or a beautiful new pool? Yeah, that's one detail we'll leave up to you. Call 855-JGW-LEND today. Mortgage loans offered by J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, LLC, 3550 Commission Court, Woodbridge, Virginia, NMLS ID 2925, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
Okay, John, shelves are stocked.
So are the new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
Like Word Search, with top prizes of 20 grand.
Yep, winning's never been faster.
Not faster than me clearing these shelves.
Dude, I hope you're even faster at restocking.
Yeah.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Head of the 7th inning here this afternoon in Lancaster. It is a 6-0 Revs lead. John Anderson will stay in. 2-3-4 up for the Revs. Mesa, Dotel, Burgess. 6 runs on 9 hits. 2 long balls today. Pitch to Mesa is down low as it bounces off the glove of the catcher, De La Rosa. Revs have struck out 10 times, but have had a very productive day to this point. 4 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the 6th in terms of runs. Here's the 1-0. And a swing and a high fly, shallow left center. Sanford, the center fielder, coming in. It's all him. He'll call and make the play. 1 down. Wellington Dotel up next.
That was easy.
I saw on Twitter, Kimberly Groats says there's nothing wrong with Zach. He always slaps his leg after warm-ups. So,
okay, all right.
So he should keep doing it.
Will she tweet the station?
She did, yes. Yeah. She's a friend of the station, a loyal follower. For great reason, obviously. Here's Dotel, who's 1 for 3. First pitch is down the middle, a strike from Anderson. I guess I just hadn't noticed it before.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't either, but I like it. It works, so.
I might start slapping my leg at the start of each inning. If it works that well. Here's the 0-1, and a swing and a foul tip behind the plate. Anderson, 8 outings, 7 innings, 2 runs, 1 earned. 1 save, 1.29 ERA. Has his sign. And the 0-2, breaking ball a little low. I would not pretend to be a Barnstormer history buff, but I believe back in 2006, now they did win their first title that year, but I think they won 10 in a row that year and lost 10 in a row at one point. Pitch to Dotel, a swing and a miss. Went up high with the fastball, 2 down. Will they lose 12 in a row at some point this year? Probably not, but
you never know.
You never know.
First baseman Michael Burgess.
Well, Revs will just try to end the 12-game winning streak here today and see what happens from here. They won't face the Barnstormers, as we said earlier, until July 17th. Doubleheader on a Tuesday night over here. Here's Michael Burgess. First pitch, breaking ball, and that tumbles across for a strike. Burgess 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Does have a walk and a run, though. For Shirley, of his 9 strikeouts, 6 came against left-hand hitters. Or actually 5. Pitch to Burgess is down and away, 1-1. Overshift on him again. Frias doing some squats out behind second base, the shortstop. And over on the pull side of the bag slightly. Outfield plays him the other way, though. The 1-1, and he fouls it back off the top of the netting. By the way, I was caught red-handed during the middle innings. Mason Polo saw me upstairs stuffing my face from the dugout.
Would they look up into the
They
sky
did. But, an inning break, they noticed what was going on. Yep, I was caught.
What'd you get while you were up there?
Hot dog that my son didn't eat. Pitch, and that misses high, 2-2. Well, my first stop was the stand, and the lines were too long, so just said the heck with it and got up there. And he had a really nice lunch that he was just too excited watching the game to even eat, so I guess that I stole it. The 2-2, and a swing and a miss, breaking ball in the dirt, picked by De La Rosa, and he applies the tag. The strikeout numbers are high here today, 2 in that inning, but the Revs with a 6-0 lead, stretch time here in Lancaster.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area: Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland offers a variety of lesson plans for every budget. Owner Carmen Fusco has 38 years of Major League Baseball experience, and our staff is made up entirely of professional instructors, including Carmen Fusco, Sam Knott, TJ Cronenberger, and Lisa Baker. We offer one-on-one private instruction, camps and clinics, and year-round travel ball programs focused on developing the player. We differ from other facilities because we offer professional instruction with Major League Baseball techniques. We also provide free college placement for our athletes. Conveniently located off I-83 between Harrisburg and York, check out Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland, and go online to fuscoprobaseball.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio, WOYK 1350, baby.
Six 0 York. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Zach Grotzel slapped a leg as he is through 6 great innings here this afternoon, and he'll work. Oh, he's already gone a season high. He'll go into the 7th with Frias up first. Frias has reached base safely 7 consecutive times, all 5 last night. Today, a hit by pitch and a walk. The last 4 times that he's got on, it's been either a walk or a hit by pitch. Grotz will try to get him here to lead things off. First pitch on the way, and a swing and a line drive, right field at Mitchell. Coming in, he's got it. One pitch out, reaching down alongside his right hip to make the glove hand grab. And Zach Groats, efficient. Nobody is even on their feet in that Revs bullpen. They're just chilling and watching this unfold.
Hey, nice day to chill, roll the sleeves up, catch a little bit of a tan, get rid of the farmer's tan. Zach Groats taking one for the team, getting a worse farmer's tan out there. But he's doing a good job.
Here's Keenan Walker. He's struck out and singled. First pitch is across for a strike. I would either need to reapply or head inside.
Yeah.
I would be in trouble on it.
Me, not so much. I'd be tanning out there.
He's breaking ball low. Walker started but stopped on the appeal to third.
A couple notes on Vladimir Frias. That was the first time he'd been retired since the 8th inning on Friday night. So almost maybe about 40 hours since the last time they got him out.
Yeah. It's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's the splitter. Unraveling on its way to home plate. 1-2.
Frias also the early candidate for best walk-up song in the game. I'm sorry, the entire league. I love his walk-up.
Yeah. That's one good thing about it. It's the 1-2. And a foul tip back to the netting. The whole stadium bounces to it. Well, the people, not the stadium itself.
Yes.
People in the stadium. 6-0 York here in the bottom of the 7th. Now Groats winds, kicks, strides, and a swing and a ground ball to short. Dent circles it, gloves, fires it across his body, and Burgess the stretch at first. 2 down in the inning, and Dent with another pretty play. Groats jammed Walker, and Dent circled it. It came up on him a little bit, but he held on to it in the heel of his glove and got it away to first.
I almost prefer seeing Dent throw off balance off 1 foot. I mean, you know he's getting it there. And he doesn't seem to ever really bounce it when he throws off balance like that. He gets enough on it that he loops it over, and good ball for whoever's over at first to catch.
Here's De La Rosa with 2 outs. And the first pitch, fastball called strike, outer black. I remember opening weekend last year seeing him do that on a routine ground ball a couple of times, and I'm thinking, what's going on here? And asked him about it, and he prefers to do it that way. It's more comfortable. Here's a comebacker. Groats gloves it. Jogs to first, underhands to Burgess. It's another 1-2-3 inning. And Zach Groats has spun 7 shutout innings here this afternoon in Lancaster. He's retired 7 in a row. And what a gem. We go to the 8th. Revs in front 6-0.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 8th inning, right-hander Huáscar Brazoban is on. He had visa issues to start the season, native of the Dominican Republic. The Revs will face him for the first time here, and they lead it 6-0. Zach Groats threw 7 shutout innings today, and it is a career high for him, and there's nobody loosening in the Revs bullpen. Groats in the Frontier League with the Washington Wild Things had back-to-back 6-inning outings before he was signed by the Dodgers late in 2016. And then his final outing, September 6th of 2016, final outing of the Pioneer League season with the Ogden Raptors. He went 6 innings again in a win at Grand Junction against the Rockies. He was 4-0 in 5 appearances with the Ogden Raptors. So he's gone 6 innings before today 3 times in his career, all 2 years ago. Today, though, he's gone 7, just 5 hits allowed. And the first pitch here, Cuevas pops it up. Foul ground to the right of home plate. De La Rosa is over, and Castile, his catching counterpart playing first today, comes all the way down to call him off and squeeze it. 1 pitch out.
I think the Revs have found their 5th starter, at least to start. Gross has been awesome, and he just works so smooth on the mound. I mean, he's excellent with his tempo out there and keeps guys off balance. Can ramp up the fastball, but he also has some good off-speed stuff.
Here is Witherspoon. He takes a strike at the knees. I would bet the fielders really enjoy playing behind him, too.
Oh, yeah. Pitches to contact really well.
That goes for a lot of guys on this staff. The 0-1, that misses outside. Witherspoon 0 for 3 today, but Lancaster's made a couple of really fine plays in the infield against him. It's the 1-1. Fastball missed in tight. Brazoban was in the Rockies system previously. Last with Double-A Hartford. 2-1. And a swing and a well-hit ball deep left center. Sanford on the go at the track, and he goes into a slide and runs it down. He actually maybe ran a little too far. He goes into a slide to get down and make the play. And just about any other ballpark, Witherspoon would have had something good there, but out in deep left center here, it's caught on the front of the warning track.
If he hits that to right center, that might have gotten over and out of the stadium. He'd be in a home run trot right now.
Put a good swing on that. Here's Dent. 2 down in the inning, 6-0 York. Pitch is inside off the glove of De La Rosa as Dent jumped away. 1 for 2 today, homered last time up, a shot to right center, his 3rd of the year. Earlier in the game, hit by a pitch, and he has scored twice in the game today. Brazoban, the slender righty, comes home, and a slider in at the knees for a strike. He's listed at 6'3", 190. 28-year-old. Now fires, and a rip left side. That's a base hit. Dent got one over the plate and smashes it through into left field, his 2nd hit, and the Revs with their 10th. They did have, was it 13 hits last night?
I got 12.
Okay. I thought I counted wrong for a moment. Yes, 12. Thought maybe that boded well, even though they didn't win. Here's Ruby Silva, who looks at one up and away. And today, Ruby 3 for 3. And it began with a squeeze bunt with 2 outs in the second inning that opened the scoring. And Tyler Clark, a 3-run homer on the next pitch, and we were off and running. It was the 1-0 fastball called strike, outer half. Brazaban actually making his season debut. Just recently got here after the Visa troubles. Pitch is swung on, trickled foul to the right of home plate, 1-2.
7 of the Revs' 10 hits today have come from the bottom 3 in the order. Dent, Silva, and Clark have all reached base 3 times, in 10 times to the plate combined. That's 9 out of 10 right there.
Brazaban last year pitched for Lancaster in the California League.
Oh, okay.
He deals. And a liner right past him into center. Ruby Silva, 4 for 4 on the day. Dent up to second. And Ruby having a day. That ball scalded right past Brazaban's hips on his follow through. Good thing he bent over on the finish because it went right past him.
Well, when we got off the team bus today, Ruby and I got locked out of the clubhouse. We were the last 2 off the bus, so it's a good thing we were able to get Ruby in the stadium today.
Maybe do that again. Do that every day. Really? You got locked out?
Yeah, well, I mean, the door just happened to close before we got in, and
jeez.
And it just locks from the inside, I guess.
It's Tyler Clark who takes a strike.
Milton saved the day. Just knocked and he was there.
As usual. Now the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball off the end of the bat to second. Noel gloves it, pumps, and now throws on to first to end the inning. Well, the Revs with 2 more hits. They don't score, but Dent with his second hit. Ruby Silva a 4 for 4 day. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. And it's going to be Groats. Revs lead the Barnstormers 6-0.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Planning your summer vacation? Looking to take care of those long overdue home improvements? Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing at First Capital Federal Credit Union. Make all your dreams come true with a home equity loan from First Capital FCU. For a limited time, take advantage of a 7-year home equity loan of $10,000 or more with an annual percentage rate as low as 3.99%. Visit firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any branch to apply. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, reminding you about natural gas safety.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Bottom of the 8th, 6-0. The Revs lead it. Back home tomorrow night, opening a week-long homestand, 6:30 against the Road Warriors tomorrow. It is Star Wars night at People's Bank Park. Post-game Star Wars-themed fireworks. Tickets on sale, YorkRevolution.com. 717-801-HITS. And at the Revs ticket office Also a belly buster picnic in the bullpen balcony. Saturday night, burgers, brews, and booms. We've got post-game fireworks after that one as well. Sunday's Salute to Veterans presented by AARP. Free ticket for all veterans of the armed forces. A special pregame ceremony coordinated by the York County VA's office. In-game recognition of all military service branches. Then off Monday, and Southern Maryland comes in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Groats ready to go. Rico Noel leads off the home eighth. First pitch, breaking ball. It's a called strike. Noel a fly out and a foul out here today. Top of the order next. It's the 0-1, and a slider missing down low. Career high 7 innings in tow. And Groats right now at 84 pitches is at 82 through 7. Now has his sign, the wind, the 1-1. Swinging a liner, pulled foul down the left field side. Karam's off the sidewall into left field. Joe Van Meter will go collect that. 1-2. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for York. No runs, 5 hits, no errors for Lancaster. Noel chokes up. Groats is ready. The wind, the 1-2, and a swing and a foul down the right field side this time. Well, it won't be long that 5th starter will be utilized. I don't know how you can go against.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got other good options, but Groats has been spectacular. It's the wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Climbed the ladder, and Groats with strikeout number 6 today. Only 1 walk in the game, and 1 down here in the 8th.
How about a 6 strikeout game for Groats, a guy who we talked about pitches to contact really well, but he's been able to blow the fastball by a couple guys. He's gotten a couple guys looking on pitches. He's been excellent, and when you can rely on being able to strike out guys every once in a while, it makes your job that much easier.
Here's Sanford, and he starts him with a hook. That's a called strike.
That dispersal draft from Bridgeport suiting the Revs pretty well. They'll have 2 of their 5 starters from there.
There's the 0-1. Curveball, and he lines it the other way. Foul, a looping liner, kind of flared down the third base line, 0-2. Yeah, that was a productive day. I think it was November 1st. They got Cuevas. Hated to see DeJulio get hurt. I think he could have been a big piece of the bullpen, too. There's the 0-2. And that misses up and away. Fastball at 90 here in the 8th inning.
How do they do that draft? Is everybody getting a room together? Is it over conference call?
No, I think it was conference call.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the pitch. And it's fouled away down the third base side again. Yeah, I think everybody was on the phone. You want to hope that your phone works that day.
Otherwise, you got to auto draft.
Now Groats grips it. Again coming home. And it missed high, appeal to third. Sanford did hold off. It almost sounded like a foul tip, but I think it kind of clipped part of the pocket of Tyler Clark's mitt. Sanford did hold up in time. The 2-2. And there it is. Strike 3 called. Groats with the splitter on the inside corner. And he freezes Sanford, who the Revs have now struck out 9 times in 15 at-bats in this series. Groats with strikeout number 7 today.
That's a devastating splitter. I remember back on the first day of camp, we were watching bullpens, and Groats and Treese were on the bump in the bullpen, and Groats threw the splitter, and Fletch asked him what that pitch was.
Here's Bortnick. He takes the first pitch strike. Yeah, one of Groats' go-to out pitches. He's really picked his spots with it today. He's mixed it very well. The 0-1, and he bounces it past Clark. Bortnick, 2 groundouts and a flyout today. Right now, Groats is at 95 pitches. Here's the 1-1. And Bortnick tried to check, appeal to first. He went on it, went around. That looked like the splitter as well. And Groats has a chance to strike out the side here in the 8th inning. He's gotten better as this game has gone. He's ready. Here's the wind and the 1-2. Swing, and it's fouled back to the top of the netting. He holds the cards here. A lot of pitches in that arsenal he can go to. The next one will be his 98th of the day. Takes a deep breath. He's got the sign. Here's the kick. The 1-2. Swing, and he lines it the other way. Foul into the Lancaster bullpen and right. 99th pitch coming up. 6-0 the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Groats ready. Bortnick back in there. And now time asked for. Bortnick tires of waiting. Groats and Clark figuring out which one they're going to go to next. And now in agreement. Here's the wind. The 1-2. Swinging its line. Down the line and left, but that's foul. This one into the Revs bullpen. Where again, pretty much the only guys that have gotten up to move are the ones chasing the foul balls, like right now. It's like Jake Ezel going to grab one. Now Groats ready again, his 100th pitch. He fires, and a breaking ball missed away. 2-2 now.
Have we had anyone throw 100 pitches yet this season? I doubt it. No one's gone past 7.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's only his 27th ball. 73 strikes. Now time asked for right as he was about to wind back. As he fakes the leg kick and tests his landing spot. Groats will refocus. And all systems a go for this 2-2. Here's the windup and the pitch. And he just got a piece on that splitter off the table. Bortnick just scratched it foul behind the plate. We'll do it again. He has struck out the first 2 this inning. Now the wind, and here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the splitter in the dirt. Clark puts on the tag, and Zach Groats strikes out the side in the 8th inning. A career-high 8 innings. They've been brilliant. They've been scoreless. He strikes out the side, 8 punch-outs on the day, and 10 in a row retired. What an effort this afternoon. We're going to the 9th. It's 6-0 York.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
If you are facing retirement decisions, Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group can develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, we will guide you on Social Security benefits, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, pension choices, and distribution options. We can explain employer benefit plans and retirement systems such as PESERS and TIAA-CREF. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Head of the ninth, it is 6-0 York. What a masterpiece from Zach Groats. The 3 strikeouts, though, and the battle of Bortnick in the 8th might have sealed the deal as Jared Mitchell leads off and takes low from Jesus Sanchez. They do have bullpen activity for the first time today. Looks like Pat McCoy, after Groats had eclipsed the century mark. Here's the 1-0. And a line smash at second. Noel lays out. It's off his glove into shallow right center, and a base hit for Mitchell to lead off the 9th. On a ball that was smoked, Noel dove to the backhand, got the end of his glove on it, but that's all. And Mitchell is off the schneid today.
Got to feel good for him right there. Hard hit ball. That would have stung if that had been caught.
So 8 of the 9 in the Revs order either have a hit or have scored. And here's Mesa, who's 1 for 4. He's done both. Single and a run. First pitch is inside. He jumps back. Sanchez on a Maple Donuts call to the bullpen. Gave up a run in 1 inning the other night on a Burgess home run. He is 1-0 with 3.38 ERA in 9 outings. Pitch is swung on and popped foul, straight back. So McCoy loosening. He made his debut with 2 1/3 shutout on Tuesday night. Looks like he'll get a second appearance. But what a gem for Groats if that is it today. Is the 1-1 and a ground ball, base hit to left. Skidding right off the grass in between third and short. Mesa singles on through. He is 2 for 5, and the Revs have their first 2 men on here in the top of the 9th.
Second straight day where the Revs have 4 guys with multi-hit games. Mesa back-to-back nights, and same with Silva.
13 hits for the offense. They did swing the bats better last night, just couldn't get any breaks. Today it's gone a little more in their favor, to say the least. Here's Dotel. First pitch is taken down low. Dotel 1 for 4. A win would put them back at 500 overall and a game above on the road. The 1-0 and a swing and a foul tip behind home. The Jay Goss to get the ball at home tomorrow night. Ross Detweiler Saturday. Back to Atkins Sunday afternoon at 1. The stretch, the 1-1, and that misses low. Well, McCoy is done throwing, so he's either ready or if Groats is still in the game, he just got some side work in that he didn't earlier this morning. So we'll see. Now Sanchez steps off, wants to go through the signs again. Now ready, the 2-1. And a ground ball the other way. There's a hit for Dotel. Mitchell at third. Polo sending. Walker up with the throw to the plate. It's late. Mitchell slides across. That gets Dotel an RBI. And it's 7-0 York. They kick the extra point. And Dotel smashes it the other way to the left of Noel and into right field. That would be 5 Revs hitters with multiple hits in this game.
Keep adding on. I mean, hey, why not? You may not necessarily need the extra runs, but it's pretty fun to see this team continue to string together hits.
And with no outs, you could certainly see Polo playing it safe and holding Mitchell, but if he thought he could get him home, don't rob Dotel of an RBI that he may have earned. And he does pick it up. Here's Burgess as he takes a belt-high strike. And Dotel drives in his 7th in his first 12 games with York. Here's the 0-1, and that misses outside. 7 runs on 14 hits. Out hitting Lancaster 14-5. Burgess 0 for 3, a walk and a run, though. He has been struck out all 3 outs that he's made. Here's the 1-1, and a swing and a miss, fastball. The Revs' last win was Sunday at New Britain, 9-0. They lead this one 7-0 here in the 9th. There's the stretch. 1-2, and that misses high. De La Rosa trying to tilt it down and buy a call from Bill Reuter, but not doing. 2-2. The stretch and the pitch. And he tried to stop. Burgess's front foot slipped. He goes down, and he's called for going around on it. Mario Rosas out by shortstop. Burgess stares out at him. Rosas puts his hands behind his back and stares back at him. That's not necessary.
No.
Just standing there staring at him from 100 feet away.
I don't know how you call that. I mean, at least it's not a important situation in the game where you're in a 1 or 2 run game and that's a vital call, but even so, trying to get away from a pitch there.
And the whole tough guy act is not needed afterward. Here's Jose Cuevas, who looks at 1 low. By the way, there's a rumor that the first base ump, Manolo Alejandro, is trying to get to Southern Maryland to umpire their game tonight after this one. Will he make it? Here's a swing and a miss. Cuevas's bottom hand came off there. He finished with just the top hand, and he'll head over for some more pine tar.
I can't believe they scheduled him for that game. How are you going to umpire 2 games in one day when you have to drive 3 hours? It's not like they're providing him transportation. That's just not right, in my opinion.
He'll need a helicopter to get there with that traffic.
And then the rumor is he has to get to New Britain tomorrow. I don't understand it. I feel for him. That's just not right.
Be checking the box score tonight to see if that is true or if we had heard incorrectly, but that's what we've heard. Pitch to Cuevas, that's a little low. Now Burgess rung up after his front foot slipped, which is what brought him even close to going around, if you even want to call it that. The 2-1 and a line drive center field. Sanford, though, is there, tiptoeing over toward left center. Mesa will tag from second. He'll scamper ahead to third as the throw comes into second base. Cuevas hits it pretty hard, but lines out. Now 1 for 5. First and third for Witherspoon with 2 outs.
Even the outs today have been productive. A lot of hard hit balls, a lot of moving runners up.
Yeah, last night, a lot of hard hit outs, which in a loss seemed a lot more frustrating. Today with the 7-0 lead, it's like, oh, another hard hit ball.
Yep.
That's good. It's Witherspoon who lays off low and away. Spooney 0 for 4, but he's had a couple of those hard hit outs. Sanchez, the 1-0, and a swing and a fly ball center field. Sanford in a step, now waiting. Right at him, he makes the grab to end the inning. But the Revs put up one more on 3 hits. They leave 2 in the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. It's York 7, Lancaster nothing.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great, and to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoel Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
So Pat McCoy throwing was just to get in some work on the side. Zach Groats is going to try to finish what he has started today. It's a 7-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. When he got his first out of the 7th inning, that was already the longest outing of his pro career here in his 4th pro season. Blake Galen will lead things off. The windup and the first pitch, it is in there. A fastball, strike called. It's 0-1. McCoy is up throwing again, so I guess maybe more than side work. He is ready if called upon, but it's Groats for now. The 0-1. And there's a strike. Outside corner, and it's 0-2. 3, 4, 5 in the order. Galen 1 for 3 on the day. And Groats has his sign from Clark. They want it high. The pitch. He struck him out swinging. He went up high at the letters, right where Clark wanted it. He strikes out Blake Galen on 3 pitches. To begin the 9th inning, his 9th strikeout of the day, and 11 straight retired.
Unreal. He seems like he's gotten better as the game has gone on. Came in with a 167 batting average against him. That's dipped even lower, and he's only allowed 1 extra base hit this season. Incredible.
Here's Ryan Castile, breaking ball, swooped, but just missed in tight. Ball 1. He has struck out each of the last 4 batters Castile 1 for 3, an infield hit. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, a splitter that dipped right down onto the plate and bounced away. Castile was fooled on it, though. Groats is over 100 pitches. He was just over when he finished the 8th. He's now at 107. Here's the wind, the 1-1. Swinging a line drive to left center, base hit. Dotel from left over to cut it off up the alley. He's got it, he spins, he fires to second, not in time. Castile slides in with the double. It ends the streak of 11 straight retired first base runners since a Darian Sanford single, with 1 out back in the 5th inning. First extra base hit. And here's Trayvon Robinson. Only the 6th hit allowed. Robinson 0 for 3 today. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And Groats is set to go. And first pitch missed inside. Now at 109 pitches. Only his 29th ball, 80 strikes. Don't often see that on a box score, 80 strikes from one pitcher.
Wow. It's been awesome.
Now ready. Check second, here's the 1-0. And he popped him up. Left side of the infield, Cuevas backing up. Dent is over to call him off. Dent puts it away. 2 down here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And Zach Groats is an out away.
That's what I'm talking about right there. You give up the double, which, you know, I jinxed that, by the way. It mentioned he'd only given up 1 extra base hit this season. But to come back and get a pop-up over 100 pitches, love to see it from Zach. I mean, he's been awesome.
Vladimir Frias, the last man in his way. Today, a hit by pitch, a walk, and then a line out to right. Runner at second, 2 outs, bottom 9, the stretch from Groats. And the first pitch, it's over for a strike, starts him off speed. It's 0-1. It's a 7-0 lead. ...111 pitches. Now he's ready. And the 0-1. Breaking ball lifted in the air, left field. Dotel backs up. He's there waiting and he puts it away. Game over. Zach Groats, a complete game shutout. The first of his career. He had never gone longer than 6 innings in a start. And Groats goes the distance, a 7-0 win. It's the 8th complete game shutout in Revs history and the 5th 9-inning complete game shutout. The first in 3 years for a Revs pitcher to shut out an opponent in 9 innings, and Groats does it. A 113-pitch masterpiece. Only 1 hit allowed after the 5th inning, and the Revs have ended the Barnstormers' record 12-game winning streak with a 7-0 convincing gem of a victory here at the Clip today. They out-hit Lancaster 14-6. And Zach Groats is the story as he marches off the field. It's the first 9-inning complete game shutout by a Revs pitcher since Rami Lewis did it at home against Lancaster on June 7th of 2015. The last to do it in general, Frank Gailey in a rain-shortened 7-inning game against Somerset August 22nd of last year. It's been almost 3 years since a Revs starter has done it in 9 innings. And for Zach Groats, who went more than 6 innings for the first time in his career, for him to be the guy to do it here in his second start of the season. His previous scheduled start rained out, but the wait was worth it. Today, just the 5th start of his pro career. And this will be one that he will remember forever. And the offense, a big day to support him as well. Groats, one of the younger guys in the league, and today working with Tyler Clark, another one who was outstanding behind the plate again. He provided the biggest hit of the game. And the Revs can walk off this field for now until mid-July with their heads held a little bit higher. They avoid the sweep today, and they do it in dominant fashion. 5-5 against Lancaster, the team with the league's best record. The Revs are the team that ends the streak, and they avoid the sweep, and they do so in really pristine fashion here today with what Zach Groats did, and a 14-hit attack for the offense to support him. 7-0 is your final score. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking. That natural walking motion is great for almost everybody. But not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelera. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from ASICS, New Balance, Rika, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. Flying Feet sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
What a game here today. Revs win it 7-0, and Zach Groats goes the distance. The 8th complete game shutout in Revs history, the 5th in a 9-inning performance, and he was outstanding right from the start. Got better as the game went on, if that was possible. Daryl Henry back with Michael Mark Antonini. We welcome you to the post-game show. Revs are now 11-11. And Lancaster falls to 18-6. Their 12-game winning streak is sawed right to the finish by Zach Groats, who carved them up today. And Revs will be 5-5 against the Barnstormers through the first half meetings. Won't meet again until the first of 8 second-half meetings on July 22nd. And the Revs, who are just 2-4 over here, but both wins coming in series finales, avoiding sweeps, both in shutout fashion, in fact. And Revs with their second shutout win in the last 4 games. They have 4 total now on the year, which already matches their entire total from last season. And Michael, this 4th shutout win was one to remember, and one that I know Zach Groats will remember forever. He was just outstanding.
He was awesome, electric, took charge right away, pounded the strike zone, showed all of his pitches. The splitter was unbelievable. The fastball looked like it got some more velocity, or it was at least more effective in the later innings. Guys were chasing it and swinging at it. I mean, it was fun to watch Zach go about his business today. Works pretty quickly, works so well with Tyler Clark, who calls an awesome game. He controlled the running game. There were a couple times where Zach just kind of stopped on the mound, and it didn't look like he had any intention of going to the plate, but didn't move over either, and that kind of got in the head of, I think it was Darian Sanford over at first. Zach was unbelievable. That's one of the best baseball games I've watched, you know, over the last year or so, and since I've been in broadcasting with the team. I mean, that was fun.
Yeah, that'll be one of the highlights of the season, wherever this story of the 2018 Revs ends up. The complete game shutout today, that'll be one certainly to write home about. I guess he's our Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game.
No, wait, there was one other. No. Gotta go with Zach. That was awesome. I mean, he balled out. He really did. And took advantage of an opportunity, a guy who wants to be in this rotation. Now a guy who's pretty much solidified his spot in the rotation. I'm not the manager. I don't want to speak for Mace here, but I think he can echo what we've been talking about throughout the day.
Yeah, if Groats had a chance to go earn that spot, I don't know what else he could have done. It was absolutely brilliant today. We'll recap it as we always do, and maybe a big spot in the first inning. The Revs had been set down in order, and he had given up a couple of two-out singles, had first and third with 2 outs, but struck out Trayvon Robinson to end the first inning. And then the Revs took control in the very next half inning in the top of the second. Burgess, a leadoff walk. A couple of groundouts moved him up, but it took until there were 2 outs for the Revs to capitalize on it. Ryan Dent was hit by a pitch to keep the inning alive. And then Ruby Silva kind of throwing it right back in Lancaster's face, what they did to win the game last night, a squeeze bunt. He did it and dragged it past Tommy Shirley to bring home Burgess with the game's first run. And on the very next pitch, Tyler Clark launched a 3-run homer to left center, and that made it a 4-0 Revs lead. In the third inning, 3 singles made it 5-0. Jose Cuevas driving in Melky Mesa. Ryan Dent in the 6th inning went oppo for a home run deep out toward the ramp in right center, his 3rd of the year. And one more run in the 9th inning on a Dotel RBI single, and Groats did the rest. Mentioned he worked around two-out singles in the first. He had a leadoff base runner in the second on a hit by pitch, but got the next 3. 1, 2, 3 in the third. Got the first 2 outs in the fourth before a walk and a single, and then an infield hit by Anderson De La Rosa, but Frias was caught rounding third on a really heads-up play. And Michael, I was upstairs. Was that Silva that backhanded that and threw behind him to get Frias, who rounded third on that play?
Yeah.
Kind of Utley style?
He came across, and the ball that Groats tipped and came across, that was a weird play. It ended up being a 1-4-2-5. So
nice.
That one was pretty cool.
And then in the 5th inning, Sanford was caught trying to steal, which helped Groats go 1, 2, 3, and it was in that 5th inning where the 11 in a row retired began. It was broken up on the 1-out double by Castile in the bottom of the 9th inning, but Groats came right back, got Robinson to pop up, and Frias to fly out to end it. So the Revs win it today 7-0, and it was a gem indeed over here in Lancaster. We'll take one final break, wrap things up for you, and get you back to the Rich Eisen Show in progress when we come back. 7-0, Revs win it. Our final words from Lancaster coming up after this.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car, brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
The York County Solid Waste Authority is a proud sponsor of Go Green Night at the York Revolution on June 9th. The first 2,000 fans through the gate will receive a free eco-friendly cloth shopping tote. We call foul on plastic bags, and you should too. Visit www.ycswa.com for more earth-friendly tips. That's www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, York's great-tasting family tradition. There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA-certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Donegal offers car and homeowners insurance at rates that are very competitive. So competitive that Donegal's car insurance rates are among the lowest in the state. And if you insure your car and home with Donegal, Donegal will take up to an additional 10% off their already low rates. Donegal, a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
The Force is with the York Revolution Friday, May 25th. It's Star Wars night at Peoples Bank Park. Meet your favorite characters from the Star Wars universe. Enter the costume contest, play Star Wars trivia, and catch the Battle of the Death Stars during the game. After the game, witness a space battle over Peoples Bank Park in an inside-the-park fireworks spectacular. Star Wars Night, Friday, May 25th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK.
Wrapping things up from Clipper Magazine Stadium today, Revs win it 7-0. Again, the next time these two teams will square off will be after the All-Star break, just after the middle of July. Darrell Henry back with Michael Marcantonini. The final line today, by the way, on Zach Groats, 9 scoreless, obviously, 6 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. They had him at 112 pitches, 83 were strikes, only 29 balls all day. The ERA is now 0.43. And what's the scoreless streak, Michael? It's ridiculous.
Scoreless streak is now at 20 innings with the 9 today.
Wow.
20 innings.
Well, he's now 2/3 of the way to basically Revs record status with that. So we'll obviously be following that, but I believe the longest scoreless streak for a starter in Revs history is around 27 innings, which Sean Hill did back in 2012. Might have been 27 2/3 by the time that he was signed by Toronto, but Groats at 20 now. And a 7-0 masterpiece here today. We'll take a look at our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. One other day game, Sugarland wins at Somerset 3-1. That game is a final, so the Skeeters are within 2.5 of Lancaster. And, Michael, the Revs are within 6, and it's still a lot of work to do. You don't face them again in the first half, but it's a lot better than leaving here being 8 back.
Yeah, it's a big win right there. It's a confidence-boosting win. Again, we don't see Lancaster again until mid-July, but the Revs will be coming off a win when we see them again in mid-July. So they'll have the last win in this season series up until that point, so that'll sit well with the Revs. It's a momentum win right there. It's huge. I mean, the Revs came in the bottom 3 of the league in team pitching, hitting, and fielding. I don't know if they'll be there in any 3 of those categories after today. I mean, a shutout win was fantastic. The offense pounded out 14 hits. That's 26 hits the last 2 nights combined. That's one thing that Mace talked about. He was happy to see the team put up 12 hits. Well, he got 14 today. He said in the pregame show, we're fighting. That's what they're doing right now. That's a tough win against a tough Lancaster team. They've now shut the Barnstormers out twice this season. They beat them 5 times. The rest of the league can only say they've beat them once. So pretty good numbers there for York against Lancaster, even though the series is tied right now.
Lancaster has Southern Maryland next. Tonight, the Road Warriors are at Long Island. New Britain is at Southern Maryland, and that is our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard through half of the schedule played during sunlight here today. Final totals in this one for the Revs: 7 runs, 14 hits, no errors, 8 left on. Lancaster, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They leave 6. Zach Groats, the winner, 1-0. Tommy Shirley, the loss, 3-1. Time of the game today, 2 hours, 47 minutes, played in front of 3,857 here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Also makes a pretty happy birthday for Mace, who said to him before the game, that's 42nd, right? And said, yeah, for about the 19th straight year. But to get a win like that on the birthday, that's a good May 24th for him.
And well, Mace still has the hair like he's in his 20s, yeah. So that's a great birthday win, especially after last night's tough loss. A great turnaround, 360 degrees from the way this team's probably feeling right now after that win, from the way they felt last night after a deflating 12-inning loss.
Well, up next, the Road Warriors coming in this weekend. We'll be back with you tomorrow night, 6:10 for the pregame, 6:30 first pitch. Big Boat will make it back home at Peoples Bank Park. Jay Goss on the mound. It's Star Wars night with Star Wars-themed post-game fireworks on a Friday. We've got fireworks on Saturday as well. So a big weekend coming up. Tickets available at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Revs ticket office. We'll join the Rich Eisen Show in progress now on radio. Tonight also at 6, tune in for Keystone Kickoff presented by Neighborhood SureSave Markets. And again, tomorrow we'll be back with you at 6:10 for the pregame, and we do hope you can join us then. Until then, for Michael Mark Antonini in the booth with me, Daryl Henry saying so long from Clipper Magazine Stadium. Again, the final score this afternoon, it's the Revs 7 and the Barnstormers nothing. Thanks a lot for listening. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. We'll talk to you tomorrow night at 6:10 for the pregame, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Thank you for listening to the Atlantic League champion York Revolution on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. Catch the Revs all season on York's only place for local sports. Tune in 20 minutes before first pitch for a trip to the clubhouse with player interviews and the manager Mark Mason every game. Listen throughout the day for the Revs Report and check out WOYK1350.com for highlights and features on York's pro team. The Atlantic League champion York Revolution, all season on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Now we return to our regularly scheduled programming already in progress on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.